with Katie playing Aylin,
Hello.
you played by Chris,
Hi.
Azir played by Travis,
I'm a blood kangaroo.
Vincent played by David,
How's it going, everybody?
Ocelot played by Tony,
Hello. I'd also like to apologize for my behavior last week.
thank you,
Aw.
Relentless Knight as I
Relentless
got
Night.
this. Yeah, there we go. And Justin as Hrothgar.
What's up? I used to be above the weather, but now I'm here.
I love you so much.
I don't know why halfway through I just changed my naming format. Anyways, we left off last week. You had killed the last of the bandits, and you had found the box. Azir went to pick the lock, but unfortunately he couldn't. He handed it to Aylin for her to try, and she took it from him, said thank you, and put it in her bag, and they walked out with Azir saying, "Oh, you'll try it later. I understand." And upon walking outside, a stranger comes walking up to you. And he looks out at all of you and he's just like, "So there are people searching for the artifact as well?"
Do I recognize him, Jack?
No.
Oh, I thought it might be my granddad. Okay, never mind.
Who are
Spoilers?
you?
My name is Belkas. Have you come here looking for an artifact?
That depends. Are you one of those bandits?
I do not think so.
He takes a step back when Relentless walks up to him.
I came here looking for things for my friend's beer. I do not know why everyone else is here.
And you're traveling with them?
I'm traveling next to them.
Oh my god, I don't know why that made me laugh, but I almost.
He doesn't even know what to say to that. Like, you're traveling next to them, but you're so far out off the beaten path, he just like raises an eyebrow in confusion. Then he looks to Relentless.
All
And
right.
he's just like, go ahead.
Am I covered in blood from the guy that got butchered?
No.
Okay.
Oh.
So I'm not that threatening.
Because you had to tell he looked up the actual ritual. When he sacrifices them, he does not carve the symbol into the body. He puts it around the body in their blood.
Ah,
Yeah, you
gotcha.
missed.
Or just on the ground in the victim's blood.
Okay. So I'm not completely covered in blood. Okay.
You are not.
That's
Alright.
sad. Plus, you would
You
have
do
just
got
licked
some
it
on your
off.
hands, though. You have been punching things.
I have. Raw.
Clean yourself.
Raw. No knuckles, no protection. Alright. So, this guy,
Oh, this is protection kits.
I ask him if he is with the other group that we encountered in there. They seem like really nice people.
He raises his eyebrow and he's like, "Other group? I didn't even think anybody was coming out here."
Yeah, it seems to be a pretty popular place for something that seems so hard to get.
Hard to
Alright,
get named
take it.
mouse.
You've been hired to gather the items inside, though. And he looks over to the statues you guys have put in your cart.
Yeah, mainly these statues were a bonus. We were hired to do a job. We did the job. Now we're headed back.
Who hired you?
A lot of questions coming for somebody who's out here by themselves with no army.
You can ask me all the questions you'd like. You have been. What would you like to know?
One? Who are you?
He raises his eyebrow again and goes, I'm Belcass, like I said before.
I wasn't paying attention. I was getting box wine. That's both in character and out of character, by the way.
Hashtag Franzia.
He looks at you like holding up your cask, like pouring it into like a goblet, and he's just like, okay.
Well, what is the item that you were looking for? We may have it with us. And it can be
Just-
yours, depending on what it is.
All I know is it was an artifact in a box.
Artifact in a box. Name of your mom's sex tape.
Damn.
I fucking love that show.
That's why Raven wants it back. It's a sex tape.
Well, that is unfortunately the thing we were contracted to return. So unfortunately, I can't give that to you.
Who hired you to get it?
Are you familiar with a woman by the name of Raven?
No, I am not.
Think black, long nose.
So you weren't hired by an elf. A high elf.
A bird.
When you look upon him, he seems to be probably an elf or half elf.
Not that I know of. This one was shrouded in mystery.
There are high elves now.
I'm gonna pat Hrothgar on the shoulder and move him over into this corner, not facing the elf, where we can drink without having to look at such filth.
Your true friend.
Yeah. He ignores that.
Probably
Well,
for the
I
best.
was just trying to make sure the artifact in question stayed out of somebody else's hands, but this Raven you speak of is not that person.
Why are you concerned whether this other person has it?
The artifact's said to have a lot of power, and I don't want them to have it.
Relentless turns around and looks at the whole group of different races. What do you mean by them?
I mean them as in the high elf I was speaking of, who I was trying to obtain the item before they could.
What do you mean, you people?
Essentially, yeah. Because we have a bunch of different races with us.
I'm not actually talking about you people. I was talking about an individual.
You heard him, you. You gotta go.
Where-
Do you have against you?
Are we doing this?
Every night.
Alright. So, I mean, he's more than welcome to come with us. So if you'd like to meet this Raven yourself and be the judge, that is between you and her.
I will accept your offer.
But know this. I've already lost one companion. So if anyone else is threatened, I will crush your head like a grape.
I have nothing against you.
Oh, so casually crushing people's
And as
heads.
long as you don't give the artifact to a high elf, I don't care. All right, and you guys ready to hit the road then?
Yeah, we're missing
1 second. We have to finish up our game here.
All right.
7.
Ah, I didn't get to drink. All right, I guess we can go now.
Azir's that guy that plays beer pong and moves the cup in line with the ball, so he has to drink it.
Oh
How
no,
did you know?
another drink.
Oh no.
Okay.
Depends on what beer you put in the cup.
Oh.
Black swine.
side note, when I was creating my character in Monster Hunter World, I clicked presets, and one of them looked exactly like a Zir. It was kind of freaky. Hey, that's a map.
Because the game knows what's up. Ooh, are
You
we gonna
guys are-
choose where to go now?
You guys are currently at the purple circle, and you're heading to Sahar Khan.
Oh,
That's
we
where
can't go to
Raven sit.
we can't go to Shunach.
Let me zoom out because I am zoomed in. Where is Shunosh?
is a good
It's right
Southeast.
by the desert. I want to go there because it sounds a little bit like it's a D&D euphemism.
Oh, the
for
castle?
Vagina.
Oh my god. Host connection lost. We'll be
Gotta
right
get
back.
in there.
Well, boys, we're going to Shunach. Let's go.
That decides it right there.
Why is this giant Kuliyaku so hard to freaking mount?
These are some pretty good names for places.
What am I gonna do with you guys?
Alishishwan. Let's go to Alishishwan.
What do you think you're gonna find there?
Probably a lot of stinking elves.
Hey,
Probably the fallen kingdom of
Rude.
Mir.
What I love about this is that my character has no problems with elves, but I, in real life, hate elves and think they're the absolute worst fantasy race. Meanwhile, Justin over here has no problem with elves in real life.
Why are they
elves
the
the
worst fantasy race?
I don't know. I just have always hated them. It's probably because I read Lord of the Rings at a young age, and Legolas is the only elf in that entire series that's worth anything.
Fair enough.
I liked
And
his
Gimli's
dad.
cool. But
In the Hobbit movies, I liked who they got to play his dad.
yeah, he's more of a dickbag in those movies than he is in the book.
That's what I want my elves to be.
I mean, he is a dickbag
Not
in
a
the book
moose.
too, but not that much of one. Yeah, it might be. My mother used to read me The Hobbit when I was like really little as a bedtime story, and I always remember thinking that those dwarves never stood trial. He put them in that goddamn prison, and they never stood trial.
Yeah, Geneva Convention really isn't a Middle Earth kind of thing.
I'm just saying, that's what I thought of as a kid, and that's probably one of the reasons why I hate elves, because one of the first times I ever read about them in a book, it was just like, and then the Elf King was like, no, you can't have any of this water that I just have flowing through my whole forest. Fuck you, jail.
Finally mount a monster. Wrong monster.
Giggity.
it sounds like a personal problem.
Maybe your mom's sex tape.
So,
Mounting the wrong monster.
I'm not sure about in World, but I know in 4 Ultimate, there were like phrases that would happen when you did certain actions, and it was the first one with mounting. And because I only used insect glaives, every time I mounted a monster, my guy would say, "I'll show you a full 8 seconds."
There are, you can customize.
Yeah, you
your
can customize
sayings.
them. Yeah.
Perfect.
What, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a Jimmy Carr joke almost.
Yeah, because
The
mine.
man with the weirdest laugh.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, Katie, mine for a while was I'm on him, like all one word, and then exclamation points, because that's what I would say every single time I'd mounted. So just like I'm on him. I mounted the monster. I'm like, who says that when they mount the monster? Not
Did
applicable.
they change that later? Because I remember that just being the only thing.
No,
No,
it was always in there.
always.
Yeah.
What?
It's just hidden in the menu.
I'm not sure about with World, but I hope there's enough characters for Bite the Pillow. I'm going in dry.
Well,
No promises.
I mounted the monster, bite the pillow, going in dry. That seems really close to the same amount of characters, so it might be in good shape.
We'll find out.
Tony gets banned.
Find out next time on Dragon Ball Z.
It's super now.
Remember Shane's name in final?
Yes.
I'm back.
Weirdzilla.
Nope,
Welcome
not that
back.
one.
Oh my god, you mean this like 6 names that he had?
No, this one was very distinct, and he did not get banned for a very long time.
Which
Yeah.
He
name?
got banned.
I
mean-
okay,
Wait,
yeah.
me?
It's the one
Big
that
Nick
won't be.
Digger.
Yeah, that one.
No, that's the one he got banned for
Oh.
almost immediately. The
Wow.
one before that was Masturbating Bear.
So, I told somebody the story about that.
We went to one of those places that, like, if you donate $1, you can write your name down and put it up on a wall.
When we went back like 3 days later, it was taken down.
Naturally.
Yeah, I don't think
It's because this
many
piece-
businesses would want Masturbating Bear on their wall.
What? It wasn't.
It really draws the crowds, though.
I mean, it's definitely a conversation starter right there.
I will say that a recent study showed that female bears will lick the genitals of male jet bears until they are at completion.
Huh?
AKA, female bears give a blowy to the male bears.
Well,
Things
everybody
are really
that's
a
watching
blowy
this
though,
stream, that's something you know now.
You learned something
more
new
you
today.
know.
Congrats.
You might not be
You're
entertained,
welcome.
but you're gonna fucking learn something.
Well,
Oh
I'm
my
marrying a scientist, so this is the
Okay,
type
well
of
now-
shit that is said.
Now the question is, do they swallow, though?
I
My
don't know.
God.
I would like to think
Sitters
that
or
the cool
quitters?
ones do.
So
Okay, good.
bears generally eat a lot of honey and berries and things.
Here
You
we
think it's
go.
sweet?
It probably is, and I bet you
That
that
or
they eat a lot of
cinnamon taste.
pineapple too.
Tastes like
Hmm.
fish.
Ew.
Oh yeah. there's two.
Yeah.
Shady.
I'm so sorry to everyone. I'm sorry that I brought this up. I'm sorry to you, Aylin, that we had to make you this uncomfortable.
Who says I'm uncomfortable?
Mainly
Why are
the
you
weird
apologizing
noise you
to me?
just made when you went, eh.
Well,
This
you.
is a normal conversation for me.
Yeah,
You
for
said
her,
that-
I've seen her Discord chats. You don't even want to know. They're pretty raunch.
I'm pretty sure the reason he's not apologizing to you is because you ritualistically sacrificed somebody.
in the
Why
name
do
of
you say that
pineapple.
like it's a problem?
It's not like he did it
You
naked.
say that like it's a bad thing.
I will say
No,
that
but his raging bird boner was clearly obvious.
I
You
will
leave
say
my red rocket out of this.
you did throw
Is the
me
bird
last
from
week.
Hollow?
Oh, what? You want me to Google bird dick?
Yes.
This conversation.
Birds do not have a hollow dick. They have a sheath. It's basically like a cloaca of sorts. It's a sheath. It's inside their body. That's why.
Oh
Donald
my
Duck
god,
doesn't
why
have
hasn't
a
everybody
thing.
got back to my initial round?
So what you're telling me is
This
this
is-
cloaca is throbbing.
This is peak D&D right here, Jack. Please get used to it.
We're
role
just
playing.
discussing the anatomy of used bird phallus.
That is actually extremely important information that I can almost guarantee will come up in this campaign
Well,
again.
The sad thing is, I think
That's,
that's true.
thankfully, I'm not a duck.
Scientifically accurate duck.
Oh
tail.
man, corkscrew.
Yeah. That's
The
freaky.
vagina's corkscrew in the other direction.
Just remember,
And they have
Ocelot.
hidden a decoy chamber.
This is true for both Ocelot and Relentless. Cats have a spiked penis.
Goddamn right.
Where are you going? Nowhere.
He does lay those grapples like all the time.
I don't need to go and try to keep her going.
So does that mean you
Relentless,
guys have to do a
I just literally
grapple
fell down.
You can do a hands-free grapple check now.
I want
Would that
that on
be,
my sheet. I want that on my sheet right now.
Would that be agility or strength? Or not
Gotta be
agility? You know what I mean.
Depends if they try to get away.
He goes in raw. It's got to be strength.
I can't breathe.
Oh my god.
Just an ordinary day. Playing D&D.
Week 7's great.
Can we connect?
I'm
Yeah.
already in.
Yes.
Am I like super late?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
Jack's actually starting to fume because he wants this conversation to end, but he needs everyone in there for it to stop.
Well, I think David's pooing.
We'll leave him out. All right. So, you know, you have to go back to meet Raven at Sahar Khan. So you
All
guys
right,
are
we
good.
agree, so we do that.
Okay.
Yes.
High five.
You guys get on your cart, get everything together, and I eyeball the distance and say it takes you a day to get back. So by the time you're getting back there, it's like the sun's going down. It's getting pretty late. And you notice that this place is mainly just ruins and rubble. It's pretty beat up. It looks like it used to be a town or city, but that got destroyed quite some time ago. And I accidentally took the grid off the map I was about to show to you guys, so give me a second to put another one on it. Sorry.
Is it stupid to believe that our accommodations will be nice in such a shithole?
And there is can everybody see the map I just shared?
Yes.
All right. Well, you're all supposed to be at the entrance, but I had just slapped you on there, so I didn't have time to deal. You're all walking in through here towards the front door. Oh wait, I think the front door is supposed to be on the other side. I don't know, it's really hard to tell, but this is the cart area, so you're going to come through here.
That's fine.
And then you guys will all just can move yourselves to where you want inside the big circular area. And as you guys pick that table, the reason you pick it is because
Really?
Raven is already sitting there waiting for you guys.
She's so creepy. So which one of us has the box?
Aelin has it.
So she ditched us.
Hold on. Ah!
She ran off with the treasure.
Sorry, our internet's kind of like iffy, so I'm a little laggy.
What kind of internet connection do you guys have down south? Damn.
I get a gig. I have gig internet.
Alright, before we present the box, I'd like Belkis to meet Raven before we present anything on the table so she's aware of the situation.
All right, so Belkis is obviously, he walks over with the rest of you guys. She goes, I see you've made a friend.
Yeah, this guy showed up right as we were coming out of the encampment with the thing that you wanted us to go get, and he seemed to be pretty interested in it, but more so to keep it out of the hands of a specific person. So I told him that we would bring him with and introduce to you to make sure that you aren't that person and go from
And
there.
then he can go and fuck off.
She looks him up and down. She's like, I've never seen, I don't think, well, hang on. I gotta find my notes. Sorry.
Don't be sorry, baby. Be careful.
So, Bellicus looks at her, and he's just like, as long as he's like, that's not who I was worried about getting it. So, that's none of my concern. And Raven looks over and goes, who were you concerned about getting it? And he looks back and forth in between all of you. He's like, I just don't want my father to get it. It's a powerful item, and I know he wants it, and I refuse to let him have it. And that
Normally.
piques Raven's interest, and she raises an eyebrow, and she's like, and who would that be? And he kind of looks around, and he's like, not sure he wants to say anything. He's like, my father is Aladith. Tilanthian. Goddamn elf names are hard to say. And Raven looks at him, and she goes, and that's not great. He wants this, and I made sure he didn't get it because he owes me, and I refuse to let him have something he wants. And he looks over and he's like, that's fine with me. I just want to know what the item is and make sure he never gets it. So Raven goes, well, who has
I want to let him know it's Gwyneth Paltrow's head.
He doesn't get the reference.
That's because he's a square.
What's in the box? I will take out the box and calmly place it on the table for her.
You know, guys, normally daddy issues involve just sucking a lot of dick, so this is a new one.
That escalated.
He just like raises an eyebrow at that, and he's just like,
Aren't you guys-
We met.
Are you guys so happy that you've entrusted the fate of this powerful object to us?
Raven looks at her with concern and like slides the box towards her and looks at the lock on it and goes, did you find the key?
We
You
found the
asked
key
for a box.
$1,000.
Which has a lock on it. And she goes, do not worry about it. And she slides out a lock picking tools and undoes the lock. It takes her some effort to do it. And she opens the box, and all of you can see there is nothing inside.
The real
Jesus.
treasure was friendship the whole time.
And friendship is magic.
Now you guys get it.
Fucking full circle. I love it.
And friendship is magic, Jesus Christ. And she goes, well, that's perfect. Did you have any trouble getting this item?
No, we just had to draw a couple pentagrams in blood on the floor, but other than that, it was fine.
What?
Nothing.
You hear both Raven and Belkis say that at the same time?
I stare at you.
So you had trouble on your journey.
Well, someone was definitely troubled on our journey.
Not sure if in-game joke.
Oh no, that's in character, and I stare at you.
So there were others trying to obtain the box as well.
I don't know if they were looking for the box specifically, but there were definitely people in there, and they seemed to be more of them in the room where this was than any other room.
I mean, most of them looked like they were just poor peasant people, so I think that's fine.
I guess Aladeth did hire people to go and get the box. But they failed, and the artifact seems to have already been gone. Oh well. And she places the bag of gold on the table for everyone. That she paid you guys all 10 gold to start, and then it was 30 for each person, I believe I said.
Mm-hmm. Relentless is gonna look underneath the table to make sure that little red goblin isn't around.
He is not there.
I just don't trust his little hands.
She looks over and she's like, Zeke is out taking care of his own business today.
I just don't want him to become my business.
Oh, he doesn't try to steal from people I make friends with, so he will no longer be a concern for you.
So we are friends?
You've done a task I required. I would like to believe if I have something in the future, I could count on you.
We are friends now because friendship is magic.
Well, since there's no secrets between friends, what's in the box?
She looks at it and like goes, "It's empty." She goes, "And I don't know what was supposed to be inside of it. I knew Eladith was looking for a powerful artifact in that location, and I didn't want him to have it."
Seems we are at a crossroads.
I'm gonna guess it was a piece of a statue, and it was the head of the statue, and the statue was of Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh my god. Thought for sure you're gonna say Voltron. I don't know why. They can't
'Cause you're a
complete it.
cat.
They can't
We're
complete it.
2 out of 5 cats right now. That's why.
Makes sense.
So
Get us more cats, we'll make Voltron.
she looks over at Belkis and goes, "So what do you want from your father?" And he looks around and he goes, "He may be an elf of great stature, but to me he's just scum of the earth, and I want to kill him.
So
But
he's an elf.
It's hard to get to somebody in a position of power as his, and I had hoped he had come for the item himself. But he didn't. He had sent some fools that apparently you guys took care of. Well, if the comments you've made about your bird friend there are true and concerning,
True, yes. Concerning, I'm not so sure.
and he goes, "Well, I'll be off then."
Well, before you go, you never told us where you're from.
Hang on, I gotta look at it. This back sheet.
Because they don't got cell phones. So, if we run into that guy and we,
He is from Ray Tanvin. I don't know if it's actually on the... Yeah, it is. I think. Okay, it's a different name on the map I have you guys. The one that's named Garrison in Noctis or in Nauseous, that's all the way up in the like top right corner at the crossroads. On this other map I have, and on his backstory, it's called Ray Canvas. Oops, that's not right.
So that's the name of the place is Riadavin.
Damn it. Yeah, Riadavin. God damn, am I bad at reading or what? But that's what the...
It sounds like a
You know-
pharmaceutical.
yeah.
The side effects
D&D
may
has
include.
made so many maps and changed them so much, so I'm using kind of a mix of two.
Okay. And you said what it's on our map is Garrison. What was the second part?
In Noctivis, in Inoxin, it's if you look, if you read from the Weldath Forest and follow that to the right, it's the Y junction in the top right corner, kinda.
I was trying to find the.
Can you put a pointer on it for him?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull up the map right now. Oh, there we go. Thank you.
See
Yes.
my giant purple
Oh yeah,
arrow?
it's Garrison Innocence. That's what it's called.
It's hard to read on mine because my TV's so freaking big.
Ah, okay.
Super
Yeah.
quick question.
Yep.
Is anything crazy going to be happening in the next 5 minutes?
No.
Who knows?
You
Alright,
mean
well,
he's
I gotta
resting?
go let my dog out so he doesn't shit on my floor again.
God damn it.
Also,
Okay.
I have to go to the bathroom.
Okay.
And Belkis, upon giving this information, goes, well, if you hear of him, I guess send me a letter. And he hands you basically a piece of paper that has his full name on it, Belkis Hunting Hawk.
Thank you.
And it has some minor information about him. It has a comment on there that he's actually registered also with the Adventurers Guild.
Okay.
And then he proceeds to wishing you the best of luck on your journey. And Raven Dark looks at you guys and goes, if you do hear or run into Aladeth, be very careful. He's an extremely powerful mage. And if you somehow cause him inconveniences, that would be very pleasurable for me. Of course, don't let him know I wish these things upon him. But, and since I'm gonna just dump all this gold for everybody, it will be split evenly among the party. And she looks at you guys and goes, I will be on my way. Have safe travels upon your trip.
Tell little red hand I said hey.
I'll inform Zeke you said hello. And sorry for all the issues he caused, but he really likes to test people I wish to trust, I guess, is how he puts it.
Relentless
And
just kind of nod.
And then she, as well, walks out.
So, Hrothgar's over here by the fireplace, kind of staring in it with Molly standing up on its head in front of him. He's looking down at his hands and back into the fire, and then he sees you walk over. and he's just not really looking like he's having a good time. But you asked him how the fire looked, so we were doing a little whisper for a second. So we'll say if anybody's rolling perception, they might overhear this, but I'm gonna tell you that I haven't frenzied like that for almost a decade, and that the last thing I remember is that symbol he carved on that man's chest. I look a little freaked out about it.
Have you any thoughts of the symbol, Hrothgar?
I don't know what it was. Something about the way you killed that man made me go a little crazy.
I believe you fought valiantly. It's always a pleasure to watch you fight.
There was a moment in the battle where I could have sworn a spiritual Molly appeared before me and aided me. Did I dream that?
You did not.
So that was you then.
That it was.
How can you do such things?
Lord Ball has granted me a portion of power that allows for such feats.
I feel as though I may have touched his power during that battle.
What makes you say that?
About a decade ago, I lost my mind, and something came over me. It wasn't myself. When I woke up, my clan was dead by my hand. It's not but me and Molly left. It was not like your pal Ball.
That is quite the burden to bear. But know that tributes to Ball are not generally amongst family and friends. They generally serve a purpose to the faith, to Ball.
He nods and looks into the fire and seems to agree that whatever took over 10 years ago wasn't quite the same. It was just similar. And it spooked him.
Well, Hrothgar, if you ever need to talk, know that you have my ear.
Don't
Yeah.
both have holes for ears.
You're ruining the
Still my
moment.
ears.
But you could have told him he has your hole. I'm sorry.
Tell you what, little bit. Next bowl of eyes is on me.
I'll hold you to that.
I'll deliver. Let's get back with the group.
Oh my god. I don't know what's worse. Every time you say something like that and I zoom in on your character and he's making that shitty pun face.
He's so adorable. How could you not?
Oh my god. It's like he has your hole and then zoom in on Ocelot. That face.
So while those two are having their fireside chat, what is everyone else doing? Ocelot, Vincent, Relentless, Azir, Aelin.
I have
I'm in
to
a
go
bar.
run
Go
some
ahead and
errands.
guess.
What did you say, Azir? You're gonna
I'm in
drink.
a bar. Go ahead and guess.
Okay, so Azir's drinking. Aelin
I'm
is.
joining him.
Vincent's
guys.
drinking.
I made up a new word. You want to hear it? It's called plagiarism.
What does it mean?
Ocelot's creating things.
Ocelot's telling
David
jokes.
said the same fucking thing. I'm gonna tell you what I told him. Oh, you know, stuff.
All right, and Aelin said she's gonna go out and run some errands. Relentless.
Is there anything that we had to update with the sending stones of what we've found?
You found nothing relating to Mankafa.
Okay.
But when you look down at your sending stone, it starts to glow.
Hey, you.
And when you hold it up in your hand, it says one word. Because I can't pronounce words properly.
Daramar.
I honest to God thought that said Dormammu.
I've come to
That's
bargain.
why I didn't pronounce it, because I was like, I'm going to say Dormammu, and that's not right.
I've come to bargain.
Guys, we're gonna get sued. Knock it off. We don't own Marvel licensing. We're in Florida. Disney's right next door.
All right, it's Dare Marmu. I've come to trade.
There you go.
My God. That's good though. Alright, so this word or this name.
You catch it as you think to yourself, I've seen this, and then you pull up your map and you realize it's a city pretty far to the east. Probably a week or so plus travel.
Jeez. Okay. Fucking Ocelot. Well, at this point, we have no leads. Other than that, we can head in that direction and see if there's any way that we can make money along the way. Is there a anybody registered with the Adventurers Guild here that we could perhaps see if they have a mission for us?
There's no Adventurers Guild here in this area, you realize. But there are a few merchant carts around, and you notice one or two without any guards, and you think, maybe you guys could offer your services for some coin.
That's not where I thought you were going with that.
I mean, I'll fuck somebody, but
You know what?
I
Maybe there
don't-
is a reason I'm not a good alignment.
Well, I changed it back. So you are true neutral good again. So
but how?
we had a discussion about it.
We talked about
Okay.
it.
Alright, so
So,
I'd like to go out to the guys at the carts out by the stable.
all right. You see 2 carts and 3 humans like tying some stuff up and making sure the carts are together. Now note it's pretty late, obviously, so they're checking everything so that they can get on the road. And you see I just scrolled past it. Where are you? I have pictures for almost everything. Which is probably not good.
As
In
long as you
hindsight.
have enough rubies.
So while we're waiting, I have a joke for you. You isn't you. Why can't you hear a pterodactyl go to the bathroom? Because the P is silent.
That's pretty good.
Zooms
Okay,
in on
fucking
Ocelot's face.
Jerry Seinfeld. Calm the fuck down, Jerry.
That's gold, Jerry, gold.
I think the best part is if you zoom in on Ocelot and you right beside him, they have the perfect expressions of what he just told him.
And there you see, in front of you, a tiefling merchant. Standing in relatively decent garb, obviously.
That
Ready
looks
for
like
the
the
desert.
nervous laughter of a failed salesman. Like he's like one failed sale
Yeah.
away from being fired.
Zoom into his face.
No, you know what? You know that face looks
I
like
wanna
it looks like
die.
I just told him this joke. What do you call the syrup with a speech impediment? Mrs. Stuttersworth.
Oh my god.
On fire.
So he looks over, relentless, and he sees you approaching, and he goes, "How can I help you, my friend?"
How big is his tail? Is it close enough to reach me? Because I don't trust it.
It's as long as it looks in that picture. I mean, if you're standing within like 3 to 4 feet of him, it could probably touch you. But it's like he's like waving it around and like wrapping it around himself and then moving it to the other side.
Well, buddy,
All right.
I'll make you more excited about that later. But
Flashbacks about this are. So yeah. Was just curious. You seem to have decent enough garb to be pretty successful. Is there anything that we're currently looking for work? Preferably heading towards the east. Do you have any, or any of your companions, any need of any sort of services?
He looks you up and down. I assume you're offering your services to guard our carts.
That is what is required.
Well, we did have some guards, but they wanted to proceed further south. So we have ended ways, and you've kept me from having to spend possibly a day or two waiting or searching for more guards and mercenaries to help us along. We are heading east. Is that the way you're going?
That is the way I would like to go.
Excellent! We leave first thing in the morning. Will you be up and ready to go?
Do you have payment?
Of course.
And we will be here first thing in the morning.
How many of there are you?
7.
How does 1 gold a day each sound?
With our level of protection services, I have a feeling my companions might want a little bit more. How does 4 gold a day sound?
Give me a persuasion check.
oh wait, am I there while he's doing this?
No.
You didn't say you were.
Okay,
It's okay, guys. I got it.
I was like, you should let me persuade.
Flex.
This is hilarious on so many levels. And he looks you up and down and goes, "All right, 4 gold each. But your friends better be as big and tough as you. I don't want to have to deal any scratches or loss of my product from bandits along the road."
When he says bandits, relentless eyes just kind of like glow after what he's had to deal with, and he clenches his fist, still drenched in the blood because he never washed them from the bandit that got obliterated.
You're supposed to lick yourself clean.
Aren't you pink?
I am.
So doesn't the blood kind of like blend in?
You're about to
It's got a
blend
nice
into that
fade.
wall.
It's been long enough now where the blood is browned.
I just
So
He's just got patches.
he goes, "I'll see you and your friends first thing in the morning." And all right.
I go back to the bar and call to everyone that I have some news.
Did you find Kali?
I may have found some information that may lead to her whereabouts, but we have to head east. But in order to maintain our lifestyle, and he stares at his ear, we would need some coin to be able to maintain this, to feed ourselves, shelter, etc. So I have partnered with a merchant. Looks like a bit of a horned, red-tailed devil thing. And he has agreed to pay us
Is it-
4 gold each a day.
Is it a tiefling?
You would
Relentless
know
just
it.
kind of looks at him
Yes.
and shrugs, like, yeah, I guess that's what it is.
Ah, clever bastards.
Jack, is this guy associated with the Silver Star or not? Could
Uh,
he see like that decal on him anyway?
Relentless, give me a perception check.
That's my specialty. Boom! Big 2!
There was a star on the side. Relentless believes it to be silver.
Okay.
I get a
Use your
+5 to that.
perception.
I've seen it before.
Guys, I just met the devil of Captain America. I'm pretty sure.
So how does everyone feel about that news?
Like it's copyrighted.
Not the Captain America news. The merchant.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
Oh my god. Every time you say something, I'm just gonna zoom in for the viewers on your character.
Perfect.
Oh my god.
Well, I'll go where you go.
I was able to barter with him and get us paid a little bit more per day, so that should be well enough. We just have to make sure the cart is protected and all of its goods and people on the journey to the east.
And as far as our personal contract that I have with you, Relentless, it's literally if food gets in my belly for the day, we're good. I don't need like actual money. Just make sure I eat. I got a lot of protein I gotta keep up. Keep these arms.
Protein. Well, look at Relentless. He knows all about
Yeah,
protein.
you do know. That's why we have a special understanding.
Okay, then what?
Okay. And then this happens where you guys all wait in the bar for the moment.
Dun dun dun.
Hello.
What up?
I was
Can you hear
wondering
me?
if I had left yet or not.
All right, Relentless. What's the best way to message you back to have you come return?
I'll be looking at my screen.
Okay.
So
Then
just send me a
I'll
whisper
just pop,
in
I'll
Fantasy
pop
Ground.
something up in the Fantasy Grounds chat.
Yep, that works.
All right.
All right.
So, Aelin,
Mhm.
you walk down the street. It's pretty cruddy rubble area. You find the place, and you walk up to the door, and you knock on it with the code for your thieves' camp. And you walk in, and there's a grizzled guard there. And he points down the hallway, and he goes, "You might want to wait a minute. I think he has company, but I'm not sure if they're done talking yet."
I will knock on the door and say that I'm here.
All right, so as you approach the door, you do hear talking. Do you want to still knock on the door and say you're here, wait and listen, or
I want to wait and listen.
all right, give me a perception check. Do it in the tower. So,
Yes,
that'll be-
I'm remembering now.
Oh my god, you rolled a natural 20 for a total of 22. So you get to hear this entire conversation.
Yay!
All right, so you get
Oh, real good.
the immediate gist that they've probably been talking for a couple of minutes. And you
Mhm.
hear your master Barbarous, I'm not going to get involved in your affairs. Aladeth is very powerful and up in ranks. Of course I can do it. But why would I help you? And then you hear, for the first time ever, Artemis, I'll pay you whatever you want. But you have to do this I need him dead. He's stolen from me. He's taken things. And he's caused me too much trouble. And he's in the area. I need the master. And it's Raven's voice. And you hear Barbarous, who you now know his true name being Artemis, goes, why don't you have that friend of yours, what the black spider, take care of it? Raven returns with, I can't. The elf society will turn on the drow harder. We have a minor presence in that city. They'll slaughter all of us if they believe a drow kills somebody of that rank. I can't have her running around because you know how much she loves to gloat when she kills people. And you hear Barbarous, yes, she brags about many of her assassinations. But I do not want to take this job. It's too troubling for myself. But maybe my apprentice is coming. I believe she could do this for me. She's traveling around with a group of people now, keeping inconspicuous. I'm sure she can take care of several things at once. Do you know where Aladeth is right now? You hear the response of Raven. I believe he's in Doro Mar, but I'm not 100% sure. I ran into his son, well, his half-breed son, and I believe he wants to kill him too. But I don't think he's strong enough yet. And Barbarous goes, well, when she arrives, I'll inform her of her new goal, and you can judge my apprentice as you see fit. But it's either her or nobody from my organization. And you hear the last from Raven. Fine. When is she supposed to meet you? And you can realize this is probably a good cue for yourself to walk in and knock.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and knock on the door.
Her timing is impressive. Come in. And you enter the room, and you see Raven standing there along with Barbarous. And Raven instantly raises an eyebrow looking at you and goes, that's your apprentice? Barbarous looking back. Yes, have you already met? I've already hired her for a task. She completed it with her friends. So, if you believe she's up to this task, then you can inform her. And, well, I'm sure you'll suggest some form of payment. And Raven walks past you, and as she gets to you, as she walks past, she puts her hand on your shoulder, and goes, don't disappoint me with your task to come, and walks out of the room. And Barbarous looks at you and goes, I have a job for you. One which will utilize your skills. And then, I'm sorry, did you want to say something?
No, it's okay. Go ahead.
And then he proceeds to explain to you that you're being hired to murder Aladeth. and that his son is looking to kill him and is a possible way in to help as well. He doesn't know the exact relationship in between the son and father, but he believes it's possible for you to work with him or use him to complete your goal. And he informs you of where he is and goes, "This needs to be quiet. I cannot have them looking for an assassin. He needs to die, but die comfortably. Just, he seems to have passed. I believe Aladeth is relatively old even in elven years, so I'm sure you can come up with something. Do you understand? Excellent. And then he walks up really close to you and puts his hand on your shoulder and he goes, and he leans in and he's like, "Don't disappoint me." And he leans away. Then he takes his hand off your shoulder and he turns around and walks back to his desk. And you proceed to leave.
Okay.
All right. Move back up.
Cool.
All right, so shall we play a dice drinking game?
Nah, they all just came back. I heard the little beeps, even though I'm actually laying on my bed right now. Let me know when I'm needed. Hey, boy. Welcome back, guys.
I'm here.
Hello. We have not moved.
We have done nothing wrong. Why are you hitting me, Sensei?
What? If you
Laying on my sleep number bed.
What's your sleep number?
Just kidding. It's just an air mattress, because that's all that is.
Wait a minute. You work for a mattress place.
Yeah, I don't sell sleep number because they're garbage.
Why are they garbage?
Because
No, no.
they're an air mattress.
Well, fair enough.
I thought you said you were sleeping on an air mattress.
Oh, I'm laying on an air mattress right now because it's closer to the computer than my normal mattress. Plus, my normal mattress has all my laundry on it that I did today, and I can't be fucked to put that away yet.
What is the
Okay.
best mattress?
That has only risen more questions. Like, why is there an air mattress next to your computer?
Because I like to lay down wherever I'm at, Tony.
It's just a necklace. It's with a long rope, and he just doesn't take it off. Everywhere he goes, he can just lay down.
I need that.
You're always talking about your sun rock or whatever, so you can.
Heating rock.
Yeah.
See, now I care for reptiles, so I have several heating rocks in my house, and I'll tell you what, those fucking lizards, they love that fucking heating rocks. I was right in that a human-sized heating rock is probably the best idea ever.
So
But
Jack,
you asked
are
what
you
the
here?
best mattress is.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, hey, never mind. We don't have to talk
All right.
about this now.
So sorry, I was talking. All right. So morning comes around, and you get together, and you walk out to meet the merchant.
Who is you getting together with?
All of you guys. I hate you.
Oh, yeah.
Why do you hate me? What have I
It's gonna
done?
be a good old-fashioned gangbang in here.
Jack, I would like for the
I have
record,
the perfect meme for this, but there's a puppy in my lap.
this needs to be known for continuity reasons. I did not sleep in a room. I slept in the tavern because you did not tell me I had to go to a room.
You weren't told you had to.
No, I was not.
We are in a
So-
lawless land.
So morning comes around. Relentless brings everyone out to meet the merchant. And he's like, "Oh, it's good to see you have come in. Wow, you do have a lot of friends."
Yeah, loosen up that coin purse, son.
I hope you're worth every coin.
There's this many of us, we don't even have to be that
Now-
good to keep you protected.
I'll juggle his coin purse,
I would like to know who I've
but
hired.
that's extra.
And he starts pointing at you guys in the order that your symbols are up top.
I'll bow and say, "My name is Aylin. Nice to meet you." But keep my eyes down, per usual.
Good.
I am you.
And you are me.
I am Azir. Hello. This is the dry county, is it?
And you guys proceed along to introduce yourselves.
Vincent, nice to meet you.
Ocelot, nice to meet you.
And I know you, my big friend.
The fuck's wrong with your head?
He frowns at you. What do you mean, what's wrong? And he's like touching up his robes and his like turban thing, making sure his horns are out. And he's like, looking at his crew, and he's like, What do you mean, what's wrong? I didn't cut myself shaving, did I?"
Azir
Rothgar.
points at his tail.
Hothgirl hawks a loogie and says your dick's out and then marches on to the caravan.
He looks down and you see his tail come up between his legs, and he just goes, "Ha ha, yes it is."
That's canon. Teeth and tails are penises.
Uncomfortable.
I walk up to Hrothgar and I'm like, Hrothgar, I have met before these dragon-born peoples, and they do not have tails.
Yeah. He hears you say your comment, and he's like, "I'm no dragonborn.
Then what are you?
I'm a tiefling. A superior kind of humanoid."
Spear being a dick.
Sounds like an
Oh,
elf
so
to
you're a
me.
demon.
"Oh no, I just have their appearance."
Surely you can't be that superior if you can't even fly.
Azir
I'm
points at the
sure I
bird
could
and nods
find
his head.
something that would allow me
I
to.
w- I wish I had a picture of Kelso yelling barn for that one.
And you guys get on your way.
I just threw something into chat for him.
He just goes,
Well, Jack cut out there, so I'm gonna go with host connection lost.
Roll for perception.
Oh,
Oh,
we
I
don't
don't know.
perceive shit.
Shit.
I'm away from my computer. That's how low
"You
my
get that one,
perception is.
Vincent?"
I did.
And you guys proceed down the road. You travel. A day goes by, and night comes around, and then the beginning of the second day starts. You realize it's going to be a pretty far journey. And everyone give me perception checks.
Okay.
Thank God I got that bad roll out of the way.
I mean, Azir's not actively looking for anything, so should I still give a perception check?
If you don't want to, you don't have to. Jesus.
Got eyes for days.
I mean, just everybody. All right.
The only
all
thing
of
I'm
you,
looking at's my cask, and I perceive that very well.
as you're going down the road and you get to more of a forested, wooded area, because you start to get along the rivers quite a couple of miles away, and you hear faintly, "Help me! Help me!" to the south of the road into the woods. "Help me! Help me!"
I ignore it.
Anybody else?
We're not being paid to protect children.
You guys are cold.
I mean, if you want a sacrifice, I'll help him catch the kid.
There's no for this for a sacrifice.
You see the merchants haven't heard anything, and you're just riding down the road, and you guys are going to ignore it?
How much of it sounds like Kali?
It does not sound like Collie.
We keep going.
That a boys, this quest log's already starting to feel kind of heavy.
Where's the voice coming from?
To the south, into the woods.
Oh man, I bet it's a ghost kid or a demon child. Let's go over there.
I'm good.
Me too.
It's just a little bit of possession.
The
It's probably too late to save the kid anyway. So.
unfortunately gone by now.
Oh.
I want you to know that that was made extra creepy by your cat freaking out in the background, Jack.
I know. Ronnie opened the damn door and let them out.
Why is Ronnie there?
He wanted to drive around the property.
Is Dad there?
Nope.
Oh. That's weird, because Dad was at Ronnie's a couple days ago.
I know.
Alright. So we've passed by the small child that was obviously a quest that we were supposed to do.
But
Who would thunk it?
I wanted to get somebody possessed by the child. Alright, let's be honest for a minute, though. Like, if there's a kid alone in the woods screaming, this is horror movie type situation, I'm gonna kill it.
I don't even know what to say.
I'm not gonna
Hey.
play that game. Like, I've seen kids in horror
What?
movies, and they always end
You
up
don't
stabbing
even know
you.
if the voice sounded like a child.
Unrelated. Why are there Z's on Hrothgar's ear?
It just means their characters haven't talked, or it just believes they're asleep for some reason.
Yeah,
Ah,
that's
okay.
when you're idle in the game.
I was just laying on a bed.
Just move your mouse and it goes away.
Hrothgar's actually asleep because he's sick.
Oh, Tristan.
All right. So you guys are just traveling down the road. And, whoopsie. Shh. I didn't just accidentally do something I didn't mean to. All right. Everyone give me a perception check. Again. The day has passed again. It's the next day. And
Crit!
I have loaded up a new map for everyone. Put yourself around the cart as you see fit.
There I am.
everyone's in the position they want to be in?
Yeah.
Yes. I'm perched here.
So as you guys come riding down the road, you see piles of sand on the side of the road that seem to have been blown around a lot. And when you look up ahead, you see, okay, why? Okay, so for some reason, my thing's freaking out. Oh God, no! Midas just ran across my keyboard. Let me tell you what that just did. It added like 6 times the amount of things it was supposed to.
That's fine. We'll fight it anyway.
The Midas is trying to kill us.
I would go with a hard yes.
Just the Midas touch.
It figures that if it kills us, she'll get more attention.
And you see these people sitting on the side of the road. They're sitting there talking and chatting. And they look out as you guys come forward. And they go waving, and then they all stand up and they walk out in front of the road. In front of and they draw their weapons.
Of course.
3 of them have crossbows out. 2 have their swords out. And the leader standing in front of them looks like this. He is a tall tiefling in blue leathers holding a great axe made of 2 intertwined women and their hairs making up the blade. Long ram-styled horns that come up around and strike up in front of him with a couple of scars across his face and a necklace with a eyed-style jewelry on his chest. And he looks out at you guys and goes, "Good day! How are you doing?"
It was a good day. Is there something I can help you with?
Your axe is fucking itself.
It is. And there is something you can help me with. Leave one of your carts. You may choose which one. And I'll let you pass.
You leave my horse out of this.
He
I have
just
a-
looked over at Ocelot, riding his horse next to the other ones. He's like, "I said cart."
Can I roll to seduce him? I think he'd be into it.
Oh, that's out. Those connection lost.
God damn it!
To be
I am
fair,
gonna
he does-
sleep with him. Your disconnection won't stop it,
I will say, he looks like he'd be into it.
right?
Sir, are you aware that you're surrounded by tokens labeled B, which I can only assume stands for bandit?
Nope, that's just 5 bisexuals.
Oh, we're having a gangbang. I see.
Oh yeah.
I've got my cloaca ready.
What?
I lied in a job interview a little while ago. Showed up, and turns out I wasn't able to keep an erection with a camera crew watching. But all the other guys could, which made it more embarrassing.
Hmm.
Oh. I tried.
Ripper.
I tried. It's the best I could do. Sorry, everyone.
Oh, I'm laughing about that.
Oh, shit.
So, how long do you think it will take the FBI to show up after I Google ways to kill someone without and make it look natural?
Yeah, they won't show up. You'll just be on a list.
Don't worry, it's not
Believe
that bad
me,
being
I
on
know.
one of those lists.
Oh god.
If I'm honest with you, just the people you're in Discord chat with as often as you are, you're probably on a list already. You're an associate now.
Oh god.
You should start panicking.
It'll be fine. The group Christmas card's actually pretty cool.
He's lying. It's not.
Do we all take pictures in ugly sweaters?
No, no.
Well, I take pictures with whatever the inmates allow me to have. The guards. Sorry. Damn it, that was a good joke and I fucking ruined it. Oh
You
my
did.
god.
We still haven't figured out how he's playing with us.
He traded some packs of ramen noodles for 20 minutes of internet connection.
Ah.
Traded more than that, son.
Yeah, but you enjoyed that part of it, so I don't really consider that a loss on your end.
Well, while we wait, I'll just do
I got a new phone game, but it's very difficult.
What game?
It's called Tinder.
Wait, don't you have a
that. There's a
girlfriend?
really easy way to win that. Just swipe right on everything.
Oh, I
Yeah.
found out that.
That's how
That's
you
how
win
you
a
win.
disease.
Exactly. It's winning.
If you win at Tinder, you get
You didn't
gonorrhea.
ask what the prize was. You just said, "How do you win?"
Maybe gonorrhea is my goal. You don't know my life.
Clap back.
I'm back. You guys can join again. Jesus.
Welcome back.
Did you guys know that syphilis was actually discovered by Dr. Gonorrhea? He wanted to save his name for something really serious, and really what he wanted was rots the cock.
God damn it. You know what you did.
Look, I was the first one this time, not the last one. I'm sorry.
You've made up for it. Congratulations.
35 minutes to kill a behemoth. Hmm.
Oh, we've got a thunderstorm rolling in, so our interwebs may be a little iffy.
Why do you have such bad internet?
I don't even know what's wrong with it.
Didn't you guys just move?
Yeah, to a place with
You guys
bad
have
internet.
room to talk. I've disconnected 3 times in the last 2 hours. Less than.
It makes for really interesting streaming.
There's a lot of build up and tension.
Hey, we do a fairly okay job with keeping the humor going.
At least there's never any dead air.
After you say that, dead air. At
It
least there's
worked.
never any dead air.
Alright,
Silence.
so is everyone back?
I think so.
Oh
I'm
God.
missing one.
We would all be fired from a radio DJ job.
Probably, but that's because we would say fuck on the air.
You can't say fuck on the air.
No, not in America. We're a bunch of cunts about it.
Damn it, he beat me to it.
Sensei, I'm sorry if I ruined your stream.
I don't care. People love it. But I was laughing at this meme.
That's amazing. Oh God.
I'm in tears.
Oh my God.
Oh shit. Okay. Fantasy
Every time
ground.
Jack disconnects, it gets exponentially more tasteless in this chat.
Oh my god. Okay, so
If he
You're
disconnects one more
standing
time,
in front
I'm just
of
gonna...
he and Ocelot wanted to do his thing with him.
yeah.
Yeah, I want to seduce him.
So the merchant is looking at you guys like with this whole take care of this kind of look.
Like, this is what
And-
I hired you for.
Ocelot, you're gonna probably move up, right?
Yeah, sorry, I'm pulling my screen back up. Or my map. I want to seduce him. I want to use persuasion. I'm gonna persuade him to sleep with me.
Right here in the road.
Yes.
Oh my
In the
god.
hot sun.
What do you say?
Well, judging by the look of your ex, you'd rather have some fun doing other things than have a fight. I feel like I can exchange some services that are worth a cart.
You believe you can exchange services worth a cart. What kind
Hashtag
of
spiked
services
penis.
are you offering?
I'm going to slowly approach him and whisper something incredibly dirty in his ear. You all use your imagination.
But I want to hear it.
He puts a hand on your shoulder and like feels your fur and is like rubbing it a bit, and he goes, Yes,
Oh,
I think I would like this. I'll take you. And a cart.
Chicka wow wow. Oh no, the cart's out of the question.
Oh, the cart's still in question.
Okay. So
And he pulls you in closer to him, and he like puts his arm around you, and he's like, I have one prize.
okay. As he does that, hold on.
By the way,
Hold
he
on.
literally tied your roll.
God damn it!
I know.
I have
mean,
double proficiency.
Azir is gonna step up and just pull out his rapier and go, "Do not worry, Ocelot. I will keep your new
No,
toy alive
hol-
for you."
Hold on, guys. Before we do anything.
Vincent. David, are you there?
Oh my fucking god!
Justin just killing me over here.
That was fucking slow.
Alright, Jack, I want to cast Suggestion on him to try to get him to go into a bush with me and leave the cart.
Vincent, as you're looking around at the piles of sand around it, they seem kind of weird and out of place. You notice the further down the road you look, the larger the piles of sand seem to get. Instead of being like 6 inches or a foot large bulge, they start to get like 2 or 3. They're relatively large. And there's like 30 or 40 large balls of sand like this. All right, Tony, try and cast Suggestion.
Oh,
Damn.
He immediately pushes you back and he's like, "Oh, you try to use your ways with magic, but my tongue is merely silver in the way I talk.
I don't think he knows I'm
Requires some
casting
magic.
a spell on him.
If you fail, they know.
Yeah, that's how most
They
personal-based
feel
spells
the
work.
they feel them. They feel the effects of them resisting the spell.
Because I know some spells, it's just like it says in the description, no matter what they know, like reading thoughts.
Suggestion is, I believe, one of those spells.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you fail. Okay. I tried.
He pushes you back and he's like, I see you are going to resist me.
Well, I just don't want you to take my stuff. you and I can still do our thing
How
afterwards.
unfortunate. And he raises his hand and he snaps his finger. And all the piles of sand, orcs, pop out of them.
Rude.
And one of the orcs, one that's much taller than the rest, steps out and steps up behind him, looking intimidating. And he's like, "Now, can I have that cart?" And the merchant is terrified and he's looking around and he looks over at Relentless and he goes, "I don't think I'm paying you enough for this one."
Raise the price then.
He looks around and he goes, "I don't want to die with you." And then you hear the lead orc screaming a bit and he pushes past, pushing this bandit out of the way, pushing Ocelot over and the thief. And he's like, "Hey!" And he points straight at Hrothgar. "I know you, dwarf! Where have I seen you before?"
Hrothgar's gonna fluff his beard at him because it's red.
Give me a perception check.
All right, perception.
You look him up and down and you're just like, "I don't know this guy."
I think at this point, Azir is just gonna step forward and throw the glove at the orc chieftain.
You throw it right at him.
"You leave my friends alone," and I point my rapier at him. 1-on-1.
"You'll die."
Eh.
And he goes, "I accept. I won't back down from no challenge. Not even a friend of the Bloodbeard." And he looks around at the rest of the orcs and he screams something out in Orcish. Does anybody speak Orcish?
I do actually.
You hear him scream out, "Fighting him one-on-one. Nobody interferes. Don't let him."
Guys, I'm so dead.
Yeah.
Don't
He
worry, I've
walks
got this.
over here for you to step up to him. And roll initiative.
Now, do bardic inspirations count as interference? Is my question.
Oh,
Yeah.
he beat me to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
What if-
pretty sure he would notice bardic inspiration.
What if I tried to disguise my bardic inspiration in a song?
Yeah,
Because
just go to
everybody needs
perform
some epic battle music. So either way, I'm trying to play some battle music, get everybody amped. But could I use like sleight of hand to try to disguise bardic inspiration?
Yeah, why not?
it. On a scale of 1 to Final Fantasy VII theme music, how close is he?
They do not notice that.
Nice.
Thanks. I got myself into this pickle
Do I
while
drop
playing.
drop it on you again? Oh, there we go.
I need
And
the
the
meta more.
gentleman thief is like looks at Ocelot, then at the orc, and he's like, "No, I don't want to kill any of them. I just want the cart." But he's being ignored, and you see, like, 2 more larger identifying orcs come stepping out from the bushes as well, pushing the bandits out of the way. They're just like, "Hey," trying to get a better look on him. And he's eyeing up Azir up and down.
Can I
Looks
roll to
over
see if I know those guys?
at Hrothgar. Yeah, give me another perception check.
The sun's out today. It's very bright.
Give me another one for each. You don't recognize either of them.
Do I even know they're orcs?
You know they're orcs. It's very obvious.
Stupid goblins.
And he's looking at Azir up and down. You have the advantage on initiative, but he's standing there, and he's like, "I can't believe the Bloodbeard made friends after what he did to his own clan. I can't believe anybody would stand by his side." And he lifts up his axe.
We have all made mistakes, and I do a real quick step in.
What he's done in his past is no concern of mine.
A real quick step in with a quick and shifty little thrust as my first turn.
I would like everybody to note, by the way, I'm in a very compromised position.
I've noticed.
All right, and then, sorry, looking at my other things, my features and stuff.
Why is David tilted?
Maybe he's a-
David,
Don't ask
what are you
questions.
upset about?
All right, I guess that'll end my turn.
You're okay.
Now, real quick, actually, I do have a question.
Uh-huh.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't apply to it, I don't think.
What is it?
I was gonna ask what a dodge action is again.
Oh, you're a swashbuckler, right?
Yeah.
you hit him, you can walk away, and he doesn't get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I know, but that doesn't really mean much because he's
Dodge
just gonna walk back
action
over to
gives him disadvantage on his attacks.
me. Okay.
It's really good if you're surrounded.
I think you can use that as a bonus action, can't you?
I don't think so. I was just, I thought I could too, so I was just looking through all my features because I thought I
Cunning
could.
action.
Yeah, it's your cunning
Yeah,
action.
doesn't cunning action let you use that as a bonus?
No, it says only to take the dash, disengage, or hide action.
Yeah.
I could take a
Sorry.
hide action. That'd be funny.
I mean,
Cast
The DC is
invisibility
gonna
on
be
you.
pretty high because you're right in
I-
front of him.
I quite literally do not believe you could. Unless you ran to try and hide in a rock or something.
I'm not gonna do that quite yet.
Hide in plain sight.
I tried to hit turn complete.
Oh, it's because I accidentally never started. There we go. You hear him let out a mighty roar. And he's barely paying attention to you. He's actually just keeping his eyes on Hrothgar.
I've got Molly over my shoulders, and I'm just turning my hips, stretching while I'm watching.
And he's like, I can't believe you found friends this brave. But there.
Oh, he's not brave, he's drunk.
Fucking truth.
He goes, but they're gonna pay for the things you couldn't do.
Mm.
And even with his attention being split to Hrothgar, he smacks you
Jesus
hard
God.
with his axe. And then he laughs and he goes to swing again. And he stops right in front of you. And he goes, I don't care about you. I care about the other.
Well, that sucks for you. I'm gonna pull the cork out of my ever-smoking bottle.
It's supposed to come back around to your turn, but I don't want to skip through everybody and fill up chat log like that. So, it's your turn again.
I pull the cork on my ever-smoking bottle.
Okay?
So there we go. Smoke's leaking out from it, and there's a cloud of smoke now obstructing vision.
All right, and that gives what is it? Disadvantage to everyone in it.
No, it doesn't actually say that. It does say the clouds area is heavily obscured, but it doesn't say anything about like creatures like having disadvantage inside of it or anything like that. I assumed that because we're right next to each other right now, we can still see each other.
Yeah, you can. The smoke's
Probably-
like coming out and starting to pour into the area.
You could probably attempt to use your bonus actions to hide with that.
That's
Go-
my plan.
Nice.
And I pull the cork. The area fills with smoke. I give him a real quick pokey jab with my rapier. And then I step off to the side. And I cunning action hide. Do I roll stealth for that?
Yes.
Yeah. Nice.
I like this a lot because this also means that none of the onlookers can see what the fuck's happening in my cloud right now.
The
Do you
cloud
just
starts
shimmy
to
into
fill
the
up.
sand?
The cloud starts to fill up with smoke. The area starts to fill up with smoke, and it gets to like Ocelot and the bandit behind you, and the bandit behind you moves away upon seeing this. But Ocelot, you keep standing there, and you see the two bandits back away, but the gentleman thief is standing next to you at the moment.
I am going to kiss him.
It's okay.
The mood is set. Turn down the lights.
Somehow I feel like this cloud is going to dissipate. It's just going to be a Zir, a dead orc, and then those two fucking.
I
So-
hope so,
worry
but
about
this it might be a dead Azir and an orc. So
You hear the orc go, "Oh, none of this trickery!" And you hear him come running past you, swinging wildly into the smoke.
Question: Can in like the actions of turns, can I do something?
Yeah, now's your chance.
Okay, I am going to call out to Azir. Well, no, I can't see Azir at all, can I?
No, you can't. He's covered in smoke, and the orc war chief is also covered in smoke.
Okay, I'm gonna call out to Azir and hope he answers me, so I can try to maybe figure out where he is a little bit.
Okay.
Do you respond?
What do you say? I mean, to call
Uh,
out to him.
Azir, are you alive?
Azir stays silent.
Azir, I have booze for you.
Son, I got 3 casks of golden glow. I don't need your fucking booze.
That's
Azir
all
stays
I-
silent.
Oh, damn it.
No, because it's still the orc's turn.
But
I'm
it's
not
it's
talking.
not.
It's technically Ocelot's turn right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
So
That
it will
doesn't
come
change
back
it, though.
around to you before the orc goes again.
I'm still not gonna say anything for the booze.
Is there anything I can like roll or do to try to figure out his location?
You can.
If you can beat a 20 on your perception check, you could probably.
Yeah, I was gonna say, give me a perception check.
Oh my god!
Oh,
You know
okay.
where he is.
I cast invisibility on him.
Oh. Tell me what the spell does. I know it's invisible, but what are the conditions?
Give me half a second. I'm gonna stick it
You
on.
become
you.
invisible until you are attacked or get attacked, I believe.
So if you get hit or if you attack, I think it'll drop.
I actually have to move to do this, but I will.
Oh, you have to
I
touch
also
him.
need.
Yeah. So I touch you seductively.
Just move 5 feet so that you don't leave the threat range of the gentleman.
Give me an athletics or an acrobatics check.
Oh,
You
God.
stay right where you are. You feel your two hands grab your arms and hold you in place.
I spin him so I can move the 5 feet like we're dancing.
He is solid in his placement. The gentleman thief does not allow you to.
All right,
move.
hold on one second. Yeah, I can't cast it though if I can't range him. So 1 second.
You could ready it and then tell him to step over.
That's true. I will do that.
He looks at you and goes, "They're having an honorable duel, and I'm not getting in the way of an orc." And he holds you firmly in place.
No one said you had to. And again, I kiss him to distract him.
He takes the kiss and he holds you tighter and pulls you into it. And you feel him
Aw.
forcibly kissing you back.
That's
It's
fine.
very
I can touch
romance
his ear
novel.
with a toe.
That's
Or something.
beautiful.
Tail.
Yeah.
How long is your tail? Is it
I-
5 feet? You're about 5 feet away.
I mean,
Well,
if
he's gonna ready it, and then on Azir's turn,
Yeah.
if it's close, he can touch him.
Yeah. that's
Yeah,
fine.
so as of now, you can't really do anything on your turn and it ends. I
No.
understand. I mean, that was creative. Unfortunately, the gentleman thief has got you in his grasp.
So
And it comes to
basically-
his turn and he just holds on tight and keeps making out with you.
That's fine. If I get it out, if I get the spell off, you're invisible until you attack or cast a spell.
Okay. I am gonna say though, for roleplay, Ocelot, Azir is not gonna come over on his own will.
I mean-
Okay. And then as that's happening, you just hear this "Ah!" and running, appearing through the cloud, charging the Bloodbeard is the Eye of Grooch with his just screaming at you, holding his axe out, but not attacking. Oops, he wasn't supposed to get that close. Standing away, and he goes, "You don't even look like you remember me!" And he points up to his one missing eye. He goes, "You don't remember the thing you did to me 20 years ago?"
I turn back kind of confused and look at you and say, "I told you I was good for the ice."
Upon this, you realize this orc and most of the orcs around you, the sudden realization, come from the tribe that hired yours to kill the desert wolf. And you look over and realize that that's the orc chieftain that hired you, and that even though they've hired you, you had fought them before, and you have taken this one's eye.
All right.
And he stays outside of your range at the moment. And then it comes back around to Azir.
Where am I in this order?
It's gonna be Azir, Orc Chief, and then it's gonna go Ocelot, and then if anybody wants to do anything after Azir and the Orc Chief go, speak up when I get to them. But Azir, it's your turn again.
Pokey pokey.
Go for it. Why was that at advantage?
I am not sure.
It's
It
fine. You
doesn't-
would have hit him either way.
I know that's what I was about to say. I just rolled it normally though, and I didn't touch anything.
Yes. I had disadvantage marked on him. Never mind. Don't worry. You would have hit him with either of those rolls, and they're close enough for me to accept.
Pokey pokey. Oh, this guy's got a lot of health.
Yeah.
And I am going to silently flit over this way in my cloud, changing my position from where I touched him. And I will use my bonus action. Can I use a bonus action to chug a healing potion?
No. Yes, actually, you can. I believe that's something thieves can do.
Only thief class gets that, not what his.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
Oh,
You can't.
oh well.
It's an action.
Well, instead then, bonus action to hide. Not quite as good, but still because of that sweet ass +7. And that's it for me.
This time, as you go past him, he feels you brush up against him, and he goes, "There you are." And he reaches out and swings his axe
Water dancer.
and misses.
Water dancer.
And then his axe comes back around again.
Water dancer.
Why is it
Water
automatically giving him
dancer.
disadvantage? I don't even have that clicked in.
Is he still in that shroud of the smoke?
Yeah, but it doesn't say it gives him that.
Mm.
Oh well. Yeah.
I have to reboot my FG, so I'll be right back.
Hang on. Yeah, it keeps just rolling everything at disadvantage for him, but I can't figure out why.
Is it
It's
on
just
his
not his
ear?
day.
Try to roll attack on someone else from that Orc War Chief.
Tony dropped invisible on him before he put the spell on him,
That would be why.
I did? Whoops.
and your bardic inspiration should have worn off too.
It lasts 10 minutes. Has he used it?
Oh, it does. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, he used it.
Okay.
No, I
then,
didn't.
yeah.
I didn't use it. No.
Oh, you didn't? All right, throw that back on him. Sorry, I
Okay.
thought you said you used it.
I was saying, yeah, to the 10 minutes thing. I played a bard before, and the bardic inspiration lasted.
Oh,
for
never mind. Sorry, he
days.
did. Yeah, he did use it. All right, so he swings and he hits you. And you go down. And as you go down, he feels himself hit you across the chest, and you fall down. And the smoke's still going everywhere, and he like brushes his hands about, and he walks around and he can't find you. And he reaches down and fuddles with the ground, and he puts the cat back on your endless decanter, and the mist starts to immediately dissipate in front of you guys. And he looks over at Hrothgar, and he looks down at his ear, and then looks at Hrothgar and goes, "You know why we're out here in the desert, so far away from the wastelands? Because you couldn't finish what we paid you to do when you turned on your own clan." Oh shit! He's probably not even in here to hear this.
No, I can hear it, but I cannot get back into your game.
You can't.
Yeah. I don't know if it's on my end or yours. Probably
Why
mine,
not?
since I'm the only one not in there.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'll just I'll cuss at him in Dwarven. But I don't think anyone speaks that, so.
He like lifts his axe and looks at you, and then like he's kind of gauging whether he should go at you or not. And then he looks down at your bloodied friend on the ground and looks at the rest of them around and goes, "You better finish what we paid you for all those years ago. We're here for the Desert Wolf, and we're gonna find him. And if you see him, let him know we're coming. And as for your friend here, maybe next time." And he reaches up and gives a signal to all the orcs around, and they all start gathering up in front of the cart, walking away. And Ocelot, you get released from your kiss, and the gentleman thief looks over and he goes, "The cart." And the orc leader just looks over at him and he's like, "Get it yourself."
Oh
And
man, is he distracted?
He is still holding you, so no, unfortunately, he is not distracted.
Can I? Alright, I want to grab his junk to distract him. And then I want to try to hold person him.
All right, well, it has technically come around to your turn.
Wait, do I get... Oh, good enough, he failed. Yes, I'm going to hold person him. Because the orcs are leaving, and I'm going to make it look as though things are just getting real intense with us as the orcs and other people start to leave. Like oh, they need some privacy in the middle of this road.
Okay, so he freezes up to the spell, and he's like, and like you push him down, and he falls over. And unfortunately for this, the orc war chief walks over, and he's like, "Stop messing around. We need your money." And
How
he's
much-
not looking at you; he's looking at the gentleman.
I
You're like
ask
laying on top of it at the moment.
him how much money he owes him.
It's not how much money he owes us. It's how much he constantly pays us to keep us around.
And how much is that currently?
How much do you got?
I'll give you 40 gold to give us 3 hours.
40 gold?
already gone
Uh,
for 3 hours of time as well. Sorry, I'm dead. Sorry.
All right.
I ain't leaving him with anybody.
Well,
That's
I mean, he's
too long. I come back and he ain't alive.
all
I'm
right.
got problems.
How about 20 gold for 10 minutes behind a bush?
As long as he comes walking out of it unharmed.
Deal.
So our bard just used hold person as a roofie.
And Tony, give me a persuasion check.
Kinda. It's okay.
Oh my. Hang on. Oh my god. He tied you. Again. What is this orc made out of? Oh no, never mind. The gentleman got you last time. So he looks at you and he goes, I better not have him hurting.
I sincerely believe and promise him that no harm will come to him.
You could
Alright.
invite him to watch.
No.
The bandits are all backing away, realizing that for the most part, most of the orcs have walked down the road. There's a few still standing by, obviously. And he goes, the bush over there. So you take him behind this bush here. And the gentleman thief is still trying to move.
Oh, you were moving me. I'm like, what the hell's happening on my screen?
Oh yeah, sorry.
Oh no, I want to carry him with me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. No, we're in the bush. That's good.
Give me another hold person check, because it has been long enough for it to come up again from having to move him.
More importantly, how do I make this goddamn line? I don't know how to make that line go away.
Did it go away?
Yes. He makes. Hold on.
Just roll the check on him again.
It's been. Wait, how long is? Okay, good enough.
He failed.
I was just trying to see how long it's been.
It's every 6 seconds, technically.
Right. Okay. I know I'm running out of time, so I bind him
Bind
because
him?
we only have some. Yeah,
With
with
what?
just some rope.
Rope?
Yeah, like every adventurer's kit has rope in it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna bind him up with rope because I know the spell's about to wear off. And okay, guys, I don't know what to do from here because you can all see that I'm not like doing anything weird with him, but like I feel like he's important and can give us information.
That's better. I thought you were about to commit a rape. So
Oh no.
Yeah, I totally thought that too.
Oh yeah, I can kind of now see how it would come off that way.
I just assumed you were offended because he rejected you.
He never rejected me.
Well, since we're not going to commit rape, I let him.
Well, rape's not
Azir?
out of question, but
Azir, give me
Yeah.
a death saving throw, because nobody's come over to stabilize you.
nobody do it. Azir wants to die.
He made one. All right, also,
damn it.
tell me what your plan is. You have him bound. He's still under the bell, and he can't really move. I don't think he can even talk.
I mean, I'll release this. Well, he's paralyzed, which is the effect of I can't remember. Either way,
Fucking Justin.
oh god. Oh my god.
You did say it, and it's recorded on the internet forever. I'm just saying.
Gonna have to go back and clip that.
Ugh.
Please do.
One of them died.
So, I mean, time's ticking away. The Orc War Chief is standing there with his axe in his
Yeah.
hand, like tapping it.
I want to know what they're doing out here. If they're just
Sure.
robbing people.
He looks at you and he's just like, yeah, the plan is steal 50% or 20%. Try not to harm anyone. When you harm people, they start to send people like you after us, taking some things and threatening them. Merchants are happy when they get away with their lives. They think they're all kinds of lucky. Oh, they only took some of our stuff and we're safe. You gotta make them feel safe to travel again.
I mean, well, efficient.
Loss of items is nothing to loss of one's life.
I mean, I guess. I think that depends on who you're asking. Clearly, the guy laying on the ground over there disagrees.
I didn't think that was his argument.
Alright. I don't really have, like, a ton of information I really need from him. I thought he might have been more important for Justin.
The thief has
Um,
no idea who Hrothgar is when you mention it.
but I do want to sleight of hand and fucking rob his ass while untying, like, kind of untying him, like kind of fumbling.
Give me
a
a
little
sleight
bit
of hand check.
Ba-boom!
Yeah, okay.
So I did.
You reach into his pockets and you pull out 50 gold and a health potion.
Okay. I untie him and send him about his way.
He gets off and dusts himself off and he goes, "Would you like to join me? You'd be an excellent member of my crew."
The offer's tempting, but I currently owe somebody I'm with a favor.
Oh, don't be like that. I'm sure I'll have you one way or the other.
Maybe
And
in the
he, like,
future.
He puts his hand on like the top of your head and like caresses down your ear and like scratches behind it a little and rubs down your face and he's like so soft.
Yes. Yes, I am.
I unlocked your tokens and then
Okay. I am gonna go
he
over
walks out
here.
of the bushes with a smile on his face and he goes, "Oh, we will see each other again."
Azir, you don't need to do
Azir
that.
God damn it.
stabilizes.
Yeah. Oh, I was just going to shove a health potion
And
down
the
your throat.
orc,
Azir was trying to die before you came over.
Azir, give me a D4. And
I
the
mean-
orc just goes, "Don't do nothing stupid again. Ya are money." And they all proceed to leave. And the bandits are just like, so we're getting nothing out of this? And the gentleman thief looks over and goes, "We're getting out alive. For now."
That's like such a Zap Brannigan move. We're getting out alive. For now.
So, and they proceed to walk off. And Azir is at 1 HP for the next hour before he can wake up.
What if I shove a health potion down his throat?
It will immediately wake him up, but you understand that it's not necessary since he's been stabilized. So
Yeah, I should be awake.
you're not awake. You're
I
out
need water.
for 1d4 hours.
Just put me in the cart, guys. Like a hero on the back of a shield.
So the merchant is sitting there and he's just like, what happened? That was impressive.
I look over and just say, "You're welcome."
I will say there's almost no way I should have survived that in that fight as long as I did.
Yeah, 100%. He was going to KO you in the first round, but I had him distracted by Hrothgar. So,
I'm just saying,
merchant
I
goes,
fought well.
"You guys are worth the coin. Maybe a little bonus if we make it the whole way, nice and safe." And you guys proceed back on the road. After an hour, Azir wakes up, looking around on the cart, not entirely sure where he is.
Yeah, but that's normal.
I'm gonna say, Azir, waking up and not knowing where he is his everyday life.
Well, you do
So-
remember the last thing was seeing an axe come at you through your smoke.
Also, I lived a life as a duelist, so I feel like this isn't that surprising to me.
Tony, on Ocelot, you can add 50 gold to your inventory, and you can grab that health potion I put in the party sheet.
Oh, don't I break even on the gold?
What do you mean?
Oh, I paid them 50.
You didn't pay them 50.
Oh, well, I offered it to them.
That was
Why am I
last session.
spinning?
No,
Stop
he
it.
just
No,
Yeah, he
horses.
offered him the money to fuck the one dude behind the bush.
Yeah, but they left without taking it.
Oh, yeah. You break even, sorry.
Okay. Where is the thing for the potion again?
It's party sheet in the top right corner, the one with all the people on it. Click that, and it'll pop up.
spinning dwarf.
Did it move over? I don't know.
No. You have
What
to
the-
drag and drop it from there into your inventory.
Oh, I had to use the shield. That's why.
So you guys continue on the road.
On the road again.
And the day passes,
Come on,
and
Eileen.
night comes. And you guys set up camp on the side of the road. And the merchant's looking at you guys and goes, I'm preparing a feast for you because I'm happy we made it out there with all my stuff and we're all in one piece. Kinda. And he looks over at his ear.
Who keeps spinning me, and how do you do that?
If you're hovering over someone's token and you use your mouse wheel, it spins them.
Oh.
Mhm.
So, give me
This is how
watch
his ear
order.
feels all
I
the time.
need shifts 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Nobody else around but us, right?
Yes.
I'm taking the night off.
I feel like you earned it.
Well,
All right.
he should, but I don't know if he earned it.
Okay. Next time there's a big orc chieftain, I want you to get off your ass and fight him.
I was trying to fuck our way out of the situation, good sir.
You did that by getting captured! I'm sorry, wait.
I
Hold
wasn't
on.
captured.
I need to retcon that. You did that by getting captured!
I wasn't
So-
captured. You did kind of volunteer.
You're in a lover's embrace.
Exactly. It got real weird behind that bush.
Things happen.
I'm just so happy that I wasn't a part of a rape today.
So,
Everyone except
night
Ocelot is.
falls,
I
and
didn't.
Ocelot and you both take the first shift. What are you doing?
Just gonna kind of fly in circles. Keep lookout.
I will join him in flying in circles, keeping a lookout.
A cat that flies.
Haha!
You're gonna use the levitation on your instrument to fly for an hour.
I'm gonna use. Don't I have fly? But yes.
I mean, if you have fly, you can use that as well.
Yeah, I have fly. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
gonna be super startled by flying cat.
Yeah, you have fly. It's from your loot.
Yeah. I'm gonna use that and
So-
play a song as we fly around.
Give me perception checks.
Apparently, I don't see shit.
I almost rolled a
So
20.
you guys fly. You guys fly
What's
dance
best?
around in the
Around.
sky as Ocelot plays music. to keep everything going.
No one's ever gonna keep it down.
And your shift goes by. Vincent, what are you doing?
I'm gonna find a nice little spot to sit down and watch from the ground.
All right. Oh, Justin, you're back. Did you want to be a part of any of the night shifts? We're on the second one.
I can take 4 if nobody wants it.
All right, so it'll be you and Aylin on 4. All right, your shift goes by, Vincent, with nothing happening.
Jeez,
Relentless.
Did not get back in.
You're up. What are you up to?
Apparently
Just
nothing.
keeping an eye out?
Yeah.
You keep an eye out and nothing happens. Justin, can you get back in?
I'm waiting for it to load right now. I'll
Okay.
try again.
All right, Aylin and Hrothgar. What are you guys doing?
Wait, are we both fourth watch?
Yes, you
Yeah.
are.
Oh.
I'm just sitting
Um,
at the fire, just contemplating what that work said.
Can I go over and sit? I'll sit next to him and ask him if he's okay.
What do you care, elf?
Well, you seem rather unsettled, and I've been traveling with you long enough now to know if that's the case. You think that after days I wouldn't care about my traveling companions?
He looks kind of surprised, like he didn't think you could care. All right, fair enough. Forgive me, I'm going through a lot. But no, I don't think I'm good.
So that person he knew you from somewhere before?
He hired me in my last good job. Yeah. I didn't do it right. The target got away.
Interesting. Well, I hope that we quickly complete this quest and you're able to move on from whatever's troubling.
That would be nice.
I had a question, if you don't mind my asking.
What else could go wrong today for me?
So I am quite a connoisseur of sorts of finer wines and brews. And since I had asked you the other day, I had still been wondering about yours, and I thought maybe I'd offer a suggestion from someone I had talked to in the past about an ale that he was making.
Oh, is that a fact?
Yes, I believe that they had mentioned something about a dwarven clan, but the ingredient that they sought from this this ale was only available in the north, and you had said you were from the north, I believe.
Aye, all the way up by the Ice Cream Mountains.
Yes, I think that I could be wrong, but I do believe that might be what he was speaking of all those years ago. So if it is at all helpful, and I hope it is, perhaps an ingredient that you might need would be from your homeland.
Hard to come by this far south, I'm sure.
Yes, maybe one day you'll find your way back and find what you're looking for. And I wish you luck with your brew. I'd love to try it one day.
Well, if I ever succeed in making it, you could have a sip.
Thank you. That would be quite the honor.
He kind of blushes, like, oh, honor, really? Okay.
And I will scoot back and just kind of stare at the campfire.
Aylin, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception check. Hey!
Hrothgar quite literally tied. Both of you have 21. and the night passes.
We're finally seeing eye to eye.
I knew
Is that a short joke?
fear was the way to your heart.
So, as the fourth day. Yes. No, wait.
Shift.
Sorry. Fifth day, I believe it is. Yep, we're just going to go with fifth now. Fifth day begins. You guys get on the road, knowing that you're probably about the halfway point of your journey. And the merchant leans over at Relentless and goes, "There's a town I like to stop around here. It's out of the way a bit. Well, probably add a day or so to our travels, but I always like stopping there. They got good trade in items to sell. Also, they have the finest of ales and liquors."
What is this town called?
Soldus. I guess they call it that because it's pretty close to the Solduskun River.
Seems to be a place for Zir and Rothgar. Possibly help with whatever concoction they're working up.
I put a purple circle on the one map. There you go. I'll share it with you guys, and you can kind of see where he's aiming for the town to.
Oh, so we're getting close then. Okay.
So, you do realize, like, when you look at your map and he points his finger on it, that it's probably going to add a day or two to travel to the overall journey. But you know, he's paying every day extra.
Sounds good to me.
And you guys proceed to head up to Soldus. All right. I'm going to close my fantasy grounds real quick and reopen it to see if Hrothgar can join us.
Okay.
Okay, so
Cool.
Yay.
I was able to join John's, so I don't know what's going on.
yeah, I don't know. Try and use my the naming, not my.
I always do. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't use this one.
Everybody check for updates.
Yeah, I did
And-
get an update today. You
Yeah,
did
so
too.
did I.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it shows update available.
All right, it's up. Everybody should be able to join again.
Let's see if it works.
And let's take a quick 2-3 minute pee break because I got to take a leak.
Sounds good. I'll be right back as well. Oh, sorry, Inky. Just fell off my damn lap.
Looks like it's working now.
I think mine just crashed. We'll see.
Now only I get in.
You never know. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, it's working. Cool. I mean, I don't see anybody else though. You said you're in?
My fantasy grounds came back and said it needed to perform file maintenance to player data cache.
Did you do the update?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about that one. I didn't get that.
Yeah, because I'm in and I see Birdman. I don't see Rothgar though.
It just loaded for me.
Excuse me, bird person. How dare you assume my gender?
Listen, we were talking about bird dicks earlier. I don't want to hear anything from you. Learned a lot more than you. Excuse me? Oh, I'm not persecuted. I'm just an asshole.
Oh, Aelin, did you ever say what that ingredient was or no?
I don't think she's there.
Okay.
I think she stepped away. As far as your conversation actually went, she didn't say anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't think so.
Back.
Welcome back.
Everybody able to rejoin?
Travis got some weird file recovery thing going on.
Oh, because he's getting the update he should have gotten.
Yeah, it was letting me play without it, so I didn't bother to get it. But now it wants me to recover.
Click
my,
yes.
Yeah, I did click yes, and now it just
It'll
says
only
not
take
responding.
like a minute. We'll give it some time.
Just continue on without me. I can RP from here. I'm not getting into combat anytime soon.
Oh, you've recovered.
My soul hasn't recovered though, Jack.
You guys have had a long rest.
What time did you need to duck out of here, Travis?
I'm not sure. I thought that they would be home by now, but they're not, so.
Oh.
I'm back.
Kind of assumed they'd be home like an hour and a half ago.
Hey, Aelin.
Yeah.
You never mentioned what the ingredient was. Was that intentional, or did you mean to tell
Oh,
me?
I forgot. I meant to say fruit. It's a fruit.
Okay.
I'll just slide that in there. I realized that, like, after a second, like, when we stopped talking, I was like, fuck! I think that's the most I've ever talked.
Mm-hmm.
Yay!
What a bad week to get sick. All the stories thrown at me. I can't connect, can't speak.
Why am I in airplane mode? What the fuck did I hit on my phone?
I've been over here adding nonsense to the conversation. I've been muted the whole time.
Oh.
I questioned whether dwarves lived underground like mole people.
Some of them do. They don't go very deep, but there are a group called the Drugar that are like gray dwarves that live quite deep, and I hate them. They live down in the Underdark with fucking drow and other things.
Yes.
Hold on, the dwarves cohabitate with elves?
Those ones. Well, they live down there together. I don't know how much they cohabitate, but they're both
Makes
like.
sense why you dislike them.
Yeah. The type of dwarf I am is I'm a hill dwarf, so I'm much closer to the surface.
Gotcha.
The only person we're missing is Azir. Everybody see the new map pop up on their screen?
Yep.
Yeah.
I wanted to make the town feel a little bigger, but you're all in the southern area on the path.
Big old
Starting to
store.
get antsy.
The only thing hidden on the map is its actual title.
I know, it's Scary Thunder, it's fine.
Who's the king in this area?
I take that with a grain of salt.
Okay, I didn't know if we were traveling through a monarchy that was well known.
No, like the name of this river is supposed to be the river of Solduskun, but this,
Gotcha.
I don't have a thing to actually change this. So is everybody here, except for Azir apparently?
Just go on without me, guys.
Anyways, you've traveled most of the day. It's probably around 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, somewhere in there, and you're entering this village. You guys can all move your tokens up to the number 3 or 4 that you have officially moved into town. Upon entering the square of town, you've noticed that most of it's a farming village. But to the building to the south, Hrothgar, you notice it is a brew house where they would make ales. And this house that I'm putting a giant purple square over is clearly a bar. And there's some people around it. And most of the other ones are a general shopping store to its south, another kind of store off to on the other side of the streets, and like a blacksmith workshop also on the eastern side of the streets. And the merchant like pulls his cart up. He's like, "We're gonna spend a day or so here, make some trades. So enjoy yourselves until I'm ready to go, I guess."
So you said the southern one is the brew ale place?
Yeah.
I'd like to go there and see if they have that fruit Aelin told me about from the north.
Okay. Anybody joining him? I take those as no's.
I'll go with him.
I will tag along as well.
All right. Is anybody else going to other stores while they do this?
Which store did they say they were going to?
They're going to the brew house.
I'll
Ozir's going along to that.
All right. So Vincent and Relentless, are you guys following along?
No,
Sure, we can keep it together.
Relentless, where are you going?
I'm gonna head to the blacksmith.
Okay. I'll move Relentless over there. And Hrothgar, you come walking up. So the big wooden doors in front, open them up and proceed along inside. And you see giant vats, all the normal stuff to make ale from back in this time in a fantasy world and how they do it. And you see a big burly human standing in front of you, which I don't have a picture for. And he walks up and he's like, "How can I help you?"
I've got a list of ingredients I need. So have a look at them. Let me know what you can part with. I'll show him a list.
He takes it from you and he goes, "What kind of ale you trying to make?"
It's a quaint little northern ale you've probably never heard of, called Brewhammer.
He has not heard of it, with a natural one.
It's
Yeah.
probably my accent is too thick. He doesn't know what the fuck I'm saying.
What is beer?
He looks over it up and down. And he's like, "I've never had an ale with this stuff before in it." And he taps the bottom of it where you've written in the fruit Alin mentioned. He's like, "I don't have any of this. I have a couple of the items on here, but I can't make this here."
Well, I'll take any ingredients you can fill. That's fine.
I can probably spare some with you.
And how much you need?
And he's looking you up and down, trying to gauge it, and he sees the barrel on your back, and he's like, "What's that barrel for?"
It's my custom froth. I'll pull the lid off and like let a waft go over there and seal it up again.
Is that the ale you're trying to make?
Aye.
He is looking you up and down, and he goes, "Let me try some, and I'll let you have your ingredients. A sack full of each.
Alright, well,
And you don't have to pay then." And
if
he means
if
like
he
an
was a brewer worth his salt, I think he would know from the smell it's not done.
you showed him the fermented nut, like the what you
Yeah.
have inside that is actually complete.
Yeah.
Okay. Then yeah, he's like smells it and he's like, "You still got some ways to go to making that."
That's
And,
all here.
he goes, "All right, but you finish making it in here. Keep your barrel here, and I'll help you with your ingredients. Also some coin."
Well, the problem is I'm with a traveling group. I can't just sit around on my fucking ass. I've got to keep moving.
"Then I guess you'll have to pay the coin I ask for."
That should be fine. How much?
And he holds up the sacks and he's like, 2 silver for each of these." And he hands you 3 sacks of
All right.
clothing items. And as he's doing this exchange, the young boy comes running in and hands him a letter. He's like, "This just came in from the town to the north by Hawk." And then he goes running out of the shop, and he just hands you your sacks.
I'll give him the silver.
He takes the silver from you. He's like, "The best of luck with that."
Thanks.
And you see him opening up the letter. And are you guys gonna walk out, or what are you doing?
I will turn to leave, but I don't know what these guys are doing.
Can I hang back and see what's in the letter?
Okay. So Hrothgar steps out. Anybody else?
Can I see the letter from where I'm standing?
Kinda.
Can I get
you
up
see
behind
him.
him and sneakily look over his shoulder and read it?
You see him open it up. He's not really holding at an exact angle, but you can kind of see it. And his eyes go wide. And he's like, no. No. What? They've been. And he crumples it up and throws it on the ground and goes walking and pushing the rest of you guys out of the way, out the front of the door.
So I'm gonna pick that up and read it.
It says on there, from the brewmaster across from of the northern river of Sadas, informs you that unfortunately our carts were attacked by a bandit, and all of the ale has been taken.
I wonder if his axe looked like two people fucking.
Does the letter say anything about an axe that looks like two people fucking?
It says a bandit took the ale, and like
Wait.
nothing else.
Did
So
it
singular.
take all of the ale?
Yeah.
Oh,
And
that's not the guy.
he's stormed out, and he's like he's about 20 feet past you guys into the open area. And like you see all the people that are inside the brew house working, and they're just like, what happened?
Have you guys watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine? Because I am going to develop a Pontiac Bandit type relationship with this guy with that axe.
So I'm gonna let everybody in that room know that all of their ale's been stolen, and then just walk out.
They just
Deuces.
like jaws drop, and they're just like, oh no, we'll have nothing to trade. That's the only thing we work with.
Turn back to him. That's not true. You've still got your bodies. And leave.
Damn.
You hear frowning, and then you hear one go, I guess I am handsome enough that the ladies will want me.
Is Vincent Ocelot's pimp? Is that canon?
Sometimes it's happened.
Okay. All right.
Wait, what's happening?
No, it's been confirmed. It's fine.
All right, and in the meantime, Relentless,
Yeah.
you walk in, and I lost. Relentless, you walk in, and this picture's a little big, and you see this person in front of you slamming away at the at a sword she's making in front of you. She looks up and sees you come in, and she slowly stops her work and goes, how can I help you today?
I was just curious if you could perhaps fuse two of my weapons together.
She raises an eyebrow and goes, fuse two weapons together. What kind of weapons are they?
I walk up to her and I lay down the thoughts and prayers.
She looks at them and picks them up and goes, fuse how? And like she slides them on her fingers, like getting an idea of like how these would be used and what they are, and then takes them off and is kind of like fiddling with them. And she's like, do you wish to wear them on one hand, kind of like a glove?
I was thinking more along the lines of fusing them with this, and I pull out my punch daggers and laying them down, seeing if she can come up with something to put the daggers on the ends of the thoughts and prayers.
And the punch daggers kind of look like just freaking punch knives I can't think of.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
She-
just a handle with a blade that goes between your fingers, and the blade's out on the other side of your hand.
Okay. She looks it over and goes up and down. She goes, I think I can do it, but And as she holds the thoughts and prayers in her hands, she's just like, these are magical, aren't they? It'll take some time, probably 2 or 3 days. But I can probably get them on there.
That's acceptable. Is there anything I can do that can help speed up the process?
Don't constantly ask me when I'm done.
Relentless kind of chuckles. Fair enough.
And she looks at you and goes, do you want the blades to have the thoughts and prayers on them, or do you want it to be like the hand guard and the blade is coming out of the words?
The blade is coming out of the words, definitely.
She smiles and she's like, I can do this. Magical items take some time to work with, but I have the skill. She's showing that she's very cocky. And she goes, I'll have to think of a price for this, though. I won't charge you too crazily, but it's probably, and she's like flipping them around and really trying to like think about it, because these are magical items and she has to work with them. She's like, it'll probably cost you 100 gold or 150 gold when I'm done.
Are there any resources that you need that might need replenished that I could aid you in getting?
She goes, you gave all the things I need right to me right here.
But I mean, for other projects that you're working on, do you perhaps need metal? Or torches, or smolders, or anything? A new anvil?
The tea.
Well, the town to the north does mine for me, so I don't really need any new metals, because they always deliver. Maybe I'll think of something. Come back in a day or so, and I'll have the price figured out, and we can discuss that.
Will me coming back in a day delay my process in getting these weapons made?
No, I'm sure I can all be able to spare 10 minutes of my time for you.
Well, I appreciate all of your help.
You his interest in the blessing.
And as Relentless steps out, he walks in. What is it, Ocelot?
I have to lay down. I'm like falling asleep, but I mean, keep going. David will fill me in on what I miss.
All right.
Good night.
Ocelot heads to the inn and gets you guys your room prepped and ready.
Yeah.
Good butler.
All right. You walk in as Relentless seems to be walking out.
So I can't think of the right word. I keep thinking of describe. But basically, I want the symbol of ball placed on my shield.
On your shoe?
Shield.
Shield?
Yes, sir.
What's your shield made out of?
Metal.
She looks it up and down, flips it around, and goes, I can do that. 10 gold.
I happily give her 10 gold.
She takes the shield from you and goes, it'll take me a day or so. I have other projects I'm working on, but I'll have it done.
They just remove 10 gold, yeah?
Yeah.
Or do I put-
She wants payment from you now.
Well, no, I mean, like, do I put it in the party list or do I
No, just to minus out of your inventory.
Done.
All right. Back in the square, the rest of you and Relentless as you come kind of walking out, see the angry brew man walking up towards the house where the number 6 is to the north. Does anyone follow, or do you just let him go?
I actually need to go talk to the blacksmith, so I'll let everybody else go first.
I mean, unless I think he's coming at me heated about like our trade we just had, I'm not too concerned unless I notice
No,
like Aelin.
he's walking away from you, Hrothgar. He's walking north.
Well, I didn't hear what was on the letter because I already left, but I think Aelin did from when Vincent looked at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I assumed.
So balls in your court, Aelin.
Wait, what? What? Are we going
Are
after
you-
him?
You're
Are
the
you-
only one who knows about him and
I
might
don't really
care.
feel like it.
Okay.
I don't care about his stuff. I'm doing my own thing.
It ain't my
Best
problem.
heroes ever.
Who said I'm a hero?
I mean, all of us. We abandoned a crying child earlier, letting this guy's business fall into ruins. We're the best adventuring heroes ever.
You guys don't know if that was a child.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Vincent truly believes it was a child.
So does Zare. But guys, Zir is also gonna go back to the tavern, drink himself silly, and then go up to bed.
Good night, sir.
Good night. I have to go get ready to leave for Virginia.
Yeah, man,
Alright.
have fun.
So I'm actually leaving. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Vincent, you walk in like right behind you when he's finishing up his transaction. She looks over and she goes, "Quite a busy day today."
Indeed, we all came in together. It looks like we're getting you a nice little bit of business here.
How can I help you?
Well, I have this item, but I like having my hands free. I was wondering if you could install this into a metal bracer of some sort. And I show her the packed rod that I got.
The packed rod?
Yeah, the one I got from the half tiger chick.
The extendable?
No. That you want this installed into something?
That.
Yeah, I see it.
He
I
doesn't
get it
wanna
if
have
she
to
can't
hold
do
the
it. I'm just
rod.
asking her if she can.
I
so
mean,
can
tell
still
me what
use
you want again.
that installed in a bracer so I don't have to hold it while I'm using it.
She looks at it and goes, "It's a little too big for that."
I never actually asked you how big that thing is. How big is it?
Honestly, it doesn't give a size, but I don't know how large a rod would be.
Usually,
I mean-
a rod would be like a one-handed, kind of like a wand, maybe a little bigger than that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So it's probably like just over a foot long.
Okay, I was thinking it'd be about the size of my forearm, so it would kind of fit well, but if it's too big, it's too big.
She looks at it, and then is like looking at your arm. She goes, "You could just tie it to your arm, or tie it into your cloth." She goes, "If you leave your shirt here or your robe, I can tie it into it, so it'll stay there nice and snug."
I was wondering if you could do some metal bracers for me that it would fit into. Something nice and shiny, like in a silver.
I can do that. I'll need to measure your arms for size. Make sure that this will fit. Would you like a bracer for each side so they match? Because there's only one rod.
I would.
All right. David, tell me what your entire idea is with this.
I just wanted really cool silver bracers and to not have to use my hands to use that rod.
Okay. This is, by the way, your arcane focus.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that. Yeah. She looks at you and goes, okay, you're going to need to leave it here, and it's going to take me a day or two to get that, and I'm going to have to see if I can get the silver and make the bracers. And, well, you're here now, so I'll need to measure your arms to get everything together. And you'll have to wait a little while for me to get the price together, unfortunately. But this is something I can probably do for you.
Excellent. And I'll let her take my measurements.
Upon pulling up your sleeves, take your measurements. She sees your hand and a couple of other things. She just raises an eyebrow and she goes, I thought they all looked the same, but you human-like creatures or pink skins always have something different. And she proceeds to measure both of your arms individually and gets that down. She's like, all right, I got a lot of new work. Hopefully I can get everything done in the amount of time I said. But I'll let you know. Come back in a day or two.
Excellent. I'll leave you to it. And this guy can stay with you, keep you company, and I'll take my raven off of my shoulder and perch him up in her shop.
She looks at the raven and goes, I don't need any pets.
Let's just call him insurance. I'm leaving a very valuable item with you, and now 2 items.
Host connection lost.
She goes, you saying you don't trust me?
I'm saying I trust nobody, and I expect you not to trust me either. Trust me either.
She hands you back the rod and goes, then we're not doing business.
Fair enough. Your loss.
She goes, no.
And just like that.
I always knew his last words would be no.
I always
Well,
thought
maybe
it'd be
there's
followed
like a
up with
magic
something else.
item. Maybe a magic item shop would do you better for that.
Probably.
It'd be cool if
I
they
just-
could like take the gem off the rod and just embed it into like a silver bracer for you. You could shoot your beams out of that.
That would be pretty cool. That was kind of the thing I was going for with this one. Was it was almost like they were just coming out of my hands.
Yeah, if you have like a leather bracer and you like slide it down your forearm on the underside, then you have like little Iron Man repulsors or whatever from your palm. You
That
lift your
would be
hand up.
pretty awesome. The main reason I was going for the silver was honestly just vanity.
Yeah. Well, especially like what color is the rod's gem or whatever? Do we know?
I think it varies from 1 to 1, and I actually wasn't in session when he gave us that item.
That's true.
Something had happened. I don't even remember what at that point, but I remember I just came back and had it. So
Yeah. You probably it's probably player's choice then.
My friend once asked me why the Doom guy doesn't have PTSD. Told him that's because Doom guy is the traumatic event.
It's true though.
She's hiding under my chair because she's scared of the storm.
You got a punk cat.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of animal gets punked by weather?
I think she's more upset that I'm not Deimos.
Mm-hmm. I'm back. Again.
So my character is shopping for a specific rare item that's magic, I think. So if I tell you what it is, can you tell me if it would be in this town or not?
Yeah.
I would like to try and find and purchase bracers of defense.
Oh my god. So, you head over to the general store. And you see two very shiny bracers sitting inside a cabinet with a bunch of other pretty nice items inside of it.
Okay.
And as you look up and down on the case, you see the name Defending Bracers on them, which roughly translates to Bracers of Defense.
Okay. Do they have a price associated with them?
They do not have a price on them.
Okay. Of all the people who are still awake, which one would I remember as Hrothgar has the best persuasion skills?
You believe Ocelot
Please
would have the best persuasion, him or
Probably me, if I'm being honest.
yeah, I think Vincent.
All right, so I'll run over to Vincent as I see him leaving the blacksmith area and ask him if he'll help me barter for these bracers at the general store.
Of course. Let's go have a look.
All right.
Actually, you believe
I'm waiting for my thing to load in.
Aelin would be your best bet.
Okay.
But you know Vincent's a close second.
If I turn around and roll perception, am I gonna see Aelin, or is she gonna be hidden?
She's still standing in the street.
I'm not hiding this time.
All right. Well, I'll second guess myself, but I'll wave her over too if she's amenable to that.
Well, Aelin.
Okay.
All right, so I'll guide you guys into the store and point at the bracers that are in the case, and I'll say, I really want these, but I don't have the silver tongue like you two. So I either need Vincent to persuade them to give me a good deal, or distract them while you steal the Malin with your roguish ways. I don't care, but I want those. And if you guys help me out, I'll owe you each a favor.
All right.
So
Well,
I'll
which
leave,
would you prefer? Steal?
well, I'll
or
leave it to you
barter?
two to hash out which one to do.
I can take a swing at him if he seems like he's not being agreeable. I'll give you a signal and keep him distracted while you take him.
Oh, I like that. That's smart.
I'll nod. In agreement.
Now these are in a display case, so it's you can see them, and the cashier. It just imagine a general store from like any video game, where you walk in, he's standing behind a counter, and everything's in like a square along the walls. And to your left, his right, there's a case inside of it with some items, and the bracers are like on one of the shelves in there.
Since Vincent was previously standing beside me, can I follow out of curiosity?
Yeah. You see Hrothgar wave Vincent over so you can follow.
All right, I'm gonna go up to the store clerk and just introduce myself. Like, hey, how's your day going?
You see a elderly woman standing in front of you, probably in her mid-50s. Human. She's like, it's going quite well. How was your day?
Wonderful. We actually just got into town. We're looking forward to getting a decent night's sleep here. Been on the road for a little while. But I was walking through your store and these caught my eye. I gestured towards the bracers. What can you tell me about these?
They were very nicely crafted by a professional blacksmith. Here in town, she's the best. They are incredibly strong and sturdy, so if you take a blow to one of your forearms, you should be able to brush it off. And they're nice. And they look nice as well. You realize that these bracers give whoever wear them +2 to AC.
All right.
And you can't be wearing armor, and you can't use a shield.
Okay. I'll look over at her, just go, it's really interesting. Actually, I think I have a friend that these would be perfect for. How much are you looking for?
They are 1,500 gold.
Is there anyone else in the store besides us and this shopkeep?
No.
What does this person look like?
An elderly woman in her mid-50s.
That's all for now.
I'm gonna. Give me just a second here. Okay. All right, 1,500. That seems a little high, but they might be worth it. You mind if I inspect them for a second, just to make sure they're up to the standard that I'm sure they are?
She looks. Are you trying to deceive her? Because she's rolling insight on you.
No.
So give me deception or persuasion in chat, whichever you're doing.
Okay.
She goes, all right. And she walks over to the case and she pulls out a key and opens it up and pulls out the bracers and locks it behind her and gives you the bracers. And she goes, I assume they're for your quiet friend behind you, or maybe yourself. And by quiet, you turn around and you look at Aelin and Hrothgar, and you're just like, which one does she mean?
Well, me and Hrothgar have drunk together before, so I'm pretty sure she means Aelin. I'm gonna inspect them over and really just make a show of just looking over these things.
Give me a perception check. You can tell they're very nicely made. They'll serve their purpose.
Excellent. And I want to do a sleight of hand to hide a spell that I'm gonna cast.
Okay. Give me
I'm gonna
sleight of
use-
hand. Tell me what spell you're casting.
Minor illusion.
All right.
So I flubbed the shit out of that.
Yeah. So she sees you cast minor illusion, and you're, I assume, casting the bracelets in your hand.
No, actually, I'm using it to make a noise.
Where?
Anywhere outside of the building. Just
Okay,
a large
to be honest,
They-
though,
large
should we wait to
explosion.
steal it until people go to sleep?
She hears the noise and sees you do something with your hands, and she's just like, uh-huh. And she takes the bracelets back from your hand, and she's like, are they up to your specifications? And she unlocks the cabinet and puts the bracelets back in and locks it.
They seem wonderful. Now I'm going to talk with my quiet friend back here and make sure that he's all right with the price. We'll be back tomorrow morning. I thank you for your time and give her a wink as I leave.
She looks at you guys as you walk out, and she's like, I hope to do business with you tomorrow, and smiles.
Once we get outside the building and far enough away she can't hear us, I'm going to whisper to Aelin and make sure she saw that the woman had the key on her.
I don't need the key.
I don't know. I've seen you screw up a few locks before. It'll be good to know where it is, should we need it. In jest.
I'm just gonna shake
kinda...
my head and walk away.
And you tell me how much they were, right?
Well, I mean, I'm assuming you heard. You were there when when I was talking to her, right?
I think I blacked out when I heard the price.
Then I'll let you know again.
Can I ask a question? When are we leaving this place? Is it tomorrow or the day after tomorrow?
The merchant said you'd be here for a day or two, and you're
Okay.
not counting today. So, and Relentless is probably gonna have to be here for like 2 or 3 days. So, and you don't know that yet, but you're expecting to be here for 2 days, not including today.
Okay, yeah. We should not steal that until we are sure we are leaving.
Yeah.
Are you saying that in character?
Yeah, I'll kind of like walk up next to you and let you know if we don't want to cause a fuss, we should wait until we're sure we'll be gone and they can't come after us.
I couldn't agree more. I've never been one to condone stealing. However, if an item happens to find its way into our possession, we would all be very grateful.
I'm gonna look nervously over at you and then whisper to him, like, she didn't seem like she was marked by ball or anything, right? I get nervous when you take an interest in things.
Ball works in mysterious ways, but she appears to be uh, of no general consequence. She appears not to be of social or political importance.
So don't kill her or do? I don't want to. I don't know how your god works.
Well, she may not. She may be chosen.
Oh boy. Well, I'm gonna go talk to Relentless about funds. And I'll ask Vincent, hey, doesn't your cat friend like want to give up his gold or something?
He's never really cared much for gold. As for whether he'll give it to you, I would have that conversation with him.
It's probably gonna lead to a blowjob or something.
Yeah, and God
Seduce
knows
the old
whose
woman.
dick is going to be the one getting sucked.
Yeah. I'm between a dick and a hard place here. So I'll go visit Relentless and just tell him, I know I haven't earned anything or anything like that, but there are a pair of braces that would benefit both of us, but the price is high, 1,500. So I don't know how much we're gonna make on this merchant deal, but if it's 4 gold a day, that's right. So that's not gonna cover it.
Seems to be a bit of an issue then, huh? Well, 2 days. We're protecting them. We're still getting paid for 4 gold a person a day. Possibly do some math. So these bracers, and this item that you're talking about, the shopkeeper isn't able to come down in price at all.
Oh, I imagine if she were dead, it would be quite free, but I don't know whether I want to do that. But I don't think Vincent brought her down on the price.
Yeah, she seemed pretty stern.
You weren't there, were you? Yeah, you weren't there to hear her.
I wasn't, but I had to deal with her when I handed over my stuff.
No, you were at the
No,
blacksmith.
You were at a different. You were at the blacksmith. Yeah, this is a different person.
Well, I'm going to be getting my items back in 2 days for a decent price. This is the situation with the money that's coming in. Can possibly look for another job in the 2 days that we could possibly run out and take care of in a day. To make some extra coin. I would say stop by the bar. Usually the adventurers will have something at the inn if there is something available in this town. So we can
That's a good idea.
so we can go check that out and see if there's a way we can earn some extra coin, possibly get an item of equal worth to be able to sell to them.
Alright, we'll do it either way.
Just don't see the point in killing someone because we need something or we want something.
Yeah. I agree. Alright, I'll head over to the bar and look for work / get ready for Betty buys.
I am turning in for the night.
I have like a 50% feeling that in the morning when we go to visit her, she's gonna have a symbol of ball card in her chest.
I wouldn't be upset if that happened.
have no idea what you're talking about.
All right, so you guys enter the bar, and there's the merchant group is in there. Clearly,
Can you
Is-
have Ocelot roll a performance for the evening? Because if he performs, we get to have free room and board. I think he has that feature. Or somebody
that-
does. Azir
Is that
might.
really a thing?
It's a background. If you were an entertainer in your background, you get that thing where anyone in your party, if you perform at least once a night every night you're staying there, you get free
yeah,
room.
he's a gladiator. I
shit.
think they have that.
Wait, have we ever paid for room and board?
No,
you
but,
haven't
but
because
every bar the bard has played, so
So you see, as you guys walk in, Azir and Ocelot are putting on a performance, and people are cheering, and then like they slushed. They seem to be ending it, coming down to their seats. And Ocelot's like, "I got us a room," and Azir's like, "And I got us food and ale."
nice.
And as you guys come over to sit, you sit at the table with them, with food and drink. And after about a minute or two passes, the doors to the bar, boom, open, and you recognize the brewmaster walking in. And he goes, "Any adventurers among you, I hire you right now. I need you to get what's mine back from a bandit the town to the north says is causing problems with my delivery."
Ooh.
Relentless kind of just nudges Rothgar like, hey, didn't seem too difficult to find work.
Wait a minute, I know this guy. I'm gonna scramble over to him and give him a proposition. If my strong guys over here go get what's yours, I have Azir and I have Aelin who have expressed expertise with brew making. So if the three of us stay behind and try and whip up some kind of brew to fill in the meantime, could we get extra pay to do that? To cover his ass until like his shipment arrives?
He looks at you and goes, "I don't need extra help making mine. I need what they deliver, their special ale brought here to me."
Okay. I misread the situation. Excuse me.
Yeah. So he explains it to you.
Mhm.
Both of our towns work together. We make our ale, they make their ale. Their ale is harder to make with the seasons of the crops. It's worth more because it's far more rare. They were sending 50 barrels down to us. We were supposed to get 24 of them today. And they say a single bandit stopped them? The note was meaningless.
All right, calm down. We'll find your ale. Right, guys?
If Azir doesn't drink it all first.
He's already in bed.
No, I'm still saying that to you. If he
No.
doesn't drink it all first.
I don't think we should bring him. We should do this like a night mission.
We'll do it for 63 gold a barrel.
Quick math.
Random
He
number.
That's exactly
He's-
1,500 gold, by the way.
Thank you.
No
he
shit.
smiles at you, shakes your hand, and goes, "I was gonna offer more, but I'll accept that deal."
Oh shit.
It's out of season ale, man.
Well,
I
if
wanna
you would
eat-
offer more,
I
then
want an insight to
Then
see
let-
if he's lying to me now to make me feel bad or if he's telling the truth.
Roll an insight.
Nat 20 his ass.
He's telling the truth. He would have paid you more.
can I convince him to pay us more? Or try to?
Give me an argument.
Relentless can step forward and be like, he doesn't speak for us.
He definitely can.
Well, as he doesn't speak for us all, and our trials, or our work is not cheap. You want this to go out for you? You will pay us what we should be paid for these barrels.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh!
The
Ooh,
power
this
of ball
man's a
compels.
biter.
He looks at you and he goes, I'll pay you.
Oh, shit, I'm being loud. I'm sorry.
Fine. I'll pay you the 80 gold per barrel you bring back.
All right.
There's 24 of them. And then, if you go to the northern village and get all of it and bring it back, I'll pay you what I was supposed to pay the merchants. But I'll only pay 80 per the original 24 barrels.
Relentless is gonna just kind of look around at the group that's here in front of the guy and ask, is that acceptable for everyone, or do we want to renegotiate?
The negotiation's over. He's basically accepted the deal, and you guys have kind of already gone. I mean, you've persuaded him
happening.
twice. So, all right. So he looks at you guys and goes, "The road to the north," and he's like, "Just follow it. It leads straight to the other town, through the woods. It'll take you about a day and a half to get there."
Okay. Is there a super rush on this, or can we like stay here for the night? Like call it for the night?
He wants you guys to leave immediately, and it's probably around like 6 o'clock now. And you realize that you could probably travel for only like 2 hours before you'd have to. So if you give him a decent we'll leave in the morning kind of look, and he's just like, first thing at daybreak, I'll be waiting to see you off. And that's where we'll end tonight.
All right.
Unless anybody has anything they want to add in.
Nope.
It's a
Yeah,
good segue
that was
into
fun.
next week, yeah.
All right. Good night. Did you end it?